it doesn't really hydrate you. Like just because
what does that mean?
Just because your mouth is wet doesn't mean you're hydrated.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's basically what Liquid IV does to the best of its ability. It just liquidizes your mouth, the top of your mouth, but you're still dehydrated. You know what I mean? That's why electrolyte. And the only reason why
this is all anecdotal.
No, but it is.
Somebody told you this. This isn't like.
Yeah, but I mean, we can look it up.
This isn't even like a smut Instagram post to where they can just put something out. It's like, yo, Liquid IV's bad.
Yeah, but
you're trusting a homie,
an actual person. Wait, so if I brought up, we can look up a TikTok video, and you know that it's probably out there.
Let's do it.
Look up.
You want bet money?
Look up.
I've been gambling recently, nigga. My fucking palms itching. What you want to do?
You got 75 more cents.
What you want to do, nigga?
In your shit.
What you want to do, nigga?
You profiting $1.25.
I got 20 on it right now, nigga. What's up?
Oh my god.
I got 20 on it right now. What's up?
Keep that. You honestly might need that next week. Maybe tomorrow.
What's happening? I'm gonna leave that there for you.
Type in Liquid IV. Is not good.
Put bad. Just Liquid IV. Bad.
TikTok. Or shorts. Yes.
See somebody
Let's see what this fucking kook has to say.
No, Dr. Coat.
Right here?
Yes.
Yo, you were so easily swayed. This nigga ain't no doctor,
Coat, nigga.
No real doctor wears a coat.
All right.
So you have a hangover, and your choices are either Pedialyte or Liquid IV. That's wrong. The reason I don't like those powders is that they're filled with sugar. If you can find a powder that's not filled with sugar and that can also balance your electrolytes, that's fine. But those sugars are gonna increase the blood sugar level. The other part of curing a hangover is balancing blood sugar. So you're gonna increase that blood sugar and that you're gonna make that hangover worse. I recommend coconut water because it has no sugars, or pickle juice because everybody has it in the refrigerator. So you have a hangover, and your choice.
So boss, he didn't say shit about Liquid IV not hydrating you. He said it has a lot of sugar, which if you have a hangover is bad. But on a normal, and you know, it depends.
Normal?
It depends.
Wait, hold on. This is America, by the way. This is America.
How sharp your sweet tooth is.
This is America where almost everybody is 2 Laffy Taffies away from possibly getting diabetes.
No,
this
it's
is
not that. It's not that problem.
It is most, especially in our culture. Especially in our culture. I know
there is a lot of people with diabetes, but you're not 2 Laffy Taffies away from that shit.
Are you?
Your body has to be storing sugar at a level that's ridiculous.
That is not true. We know
a toe.
Many people that 2, okay, but 10,
what
15,
are you even saying?
We know people that are a couple
that are diabetic,
a couple sweet tarts away. Maybe some Hasbro gummy bears. Maybe like 3 packets of those.
You just saying that because niggas is fat. Like, but that don't mean nothing. AJ is cool.
AJ is helping himself and he knows it. He's not like cool. He knows that I need to get better. So he's getting better. And he's honestly, since we've met him, he
slimmed down.
I wouldn't say significant, but it is gradual and it's a process.
But there is a difference.
Yeah.
You got to acknowledge that. Like, you know.
But AJ, I don't know what he's doing, but he's getting smaller. But I don't ever see him like,
I think
man, I got some kale in there. I'm about to make me some kale linguine. This is like something, you know, like some vegan meat or something.
He's dirty cutting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like sometimes it's easier to cut clean.
But he's not breaking down vegan meatballs or nothing like that.
There's no point.
He's just hooping with us.
He doesn't want to become famous. He just wants to, you know, get back in shape.
But that is the thing though. Sugar is. Let's watch another short. All right, fuck the doctor. Wait, who's that?
Clicking with this.
He looks buff.
Liquid IV is a huge company owned by the conglomerate Unilever. Now, I think this company started out really cool. They had a good electrolyte blend, but once Unilever bought them, the main ingredient.
What?
Owned by a fucking conglomerate. Restarted.
Wait,
don't you hate conglomerates?
Owned by what?
Conglomerate.
What?
Conglomerate.
Oh, there it is.
I said it
took him 4 times, nigga.
I
you
said
hear that, Lord?
I ain't in this one.
It slowly morphed every time. It was like, almost. There you go. That's right, buddy. That's right. Play it.
Oh my God.
Liquid IV is a huge company owned by the conglomerate Unilever. Now, I think this company started out really cool. They had a good electrolyte blend, but once Unilever bought them, the main...
They had a superior electrolyte blend.
Had.
Let's start it.
But they got taken over.
The ingredient in here right now is pure cane sugar. So in one stick of these, there's 11 grams of processed sugar. For me personally, I'm trying to limit my intake of processed sugar. This is why I use a salt-based electrolyte formula. In here we have sea salt, Himalayan pink salt, magnesium glycinate, which is an amazing form of magnesium, and potassium. You want to consume magnesium and potassium together as they run in a bounce in the body. You have a magnesium-potassium bounce. If you want to try these out, just look up.
He's 100% correct. Like, the only way you really know it's working is if the shit tastes salty. Because the fact that it's salty means it's got the elements, the electrolytes, the magnesium, the sodium, the 𝙿𝙻𝙰𝚃. That's how you know it's really getting into your system and, you know, flushing your cells out.
For sure,
It's
for
beautiful,
sure.
nigga.
And you know, this is what
Now look up BioLite bad. Let's be objective. We put bad for that one. Let's put bad for everything.
Well, you hold on. You said it was similar.
I feel like we could also. I didn't say it was similar. I said they literally say it on the bottle. On the bottle it says IV in the bottle. Liquid IV came through and just tried to play around with the wording, get in on the same marketing thing.
Well, this one seems to be very young in its stage of like popularity because there's nothing that has like millions of views on it.
I'm telling you, I'm on the cutting edge
What does that say?
of hydration.
I'm sorry, Lauren. No, that's something else. Go up.
Go all the way to the top.
Let's look at the buff
Click the
guy.
first left, yeah.
No, buff guy, and then let's go to the
the
first
first
one.
By the way, it's 538 views, but that's fine.
That's cool.
Things like BioLite have way more of the electrolytes that we need. Things like Gatorades, it's just a bunch of garbage. Most of it's just sugar. There's very little electrolytes in there. I would definitely try this. Next time you have a headache or you've been out, you're sweating, you're feeling fatigued, give this a go first. Wait for half an hour, see how you feel, and I honestly believe you'll be blown away. It's amazing, so give it a try, guys. Things like...
I'm telling you, dog, it literally says on the bottle, far more hydrating than all competitive brands, nigga.
And he does look a little, his chin he got
Things
that
like
roid chin.
He got what?
Roid chin. Roid.
So does that make him
I'm not,
does that sully his word?
I'm not trying to.
It's a user.
No, I'm not trying to do that. Who
needs to replace their minerals more than niggas on steroids? Like you're kind of destroying your body to a certain extent when you're playing with your hormonal balance. So you would need even more so than the average person, very hydrating beverage.
Okay.
You know,
from what we see now,
BioLite is my shit. That's
where can I get them from? I might want to try one today.
They're so rare, dog. Like,
can I get one from Walmart up the street?
I don't know. We should do a field trip and go up there and see.
Yeah,
because if we do, I'll buy everybody a case. On me, nigga. Double it up. I got y'all.
Don't you? If I should have accepted it, you would have owed me $20.
Oh, wouldn't it?
Yeah, because what was the bet?
Exactly.
It was how bad Liquid IV is.
He don't even know what we was betting on.
It was how bad.
Run the tape back.
Was.
Run the tape back. No, I got him though. I said I bet it's bad. He ain't even peep it. So we was gonna break even. we both betted on heads, nigga.
What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about.
Oh my god!
Regardless,
you
though,
don't own
BioLite,
up to your. I'm never placing a bet with you.
Place a bet, nigga.
I ain't placing a bet with
Place
you.
a bet. We can play.
Hey, did you?
We can play.
Hey, did you win some money on DraftKings?
Nah. Well, yeah. I told y'all. I won 68 cents.
Oh, I thought you said
you
played.
You have to keep doing it though, dog. This is a new arc.
Of course, I got to keep doing it. But you know, I'm not. No, nigga, fuck out of here. I'm gonna do it when I want to.
Okay.
But to keep doing it just because it's that's pretty lame. Like, I'm in a new phase. I'm in gambling. I'm choosing to ruin my life. That's hustling backwards.
Not necessarily.
That's hustling backwards. I'm just gonna stick to drinking my BioLites, the Pedialytes when I can. Anything with a light on the end, right? That's how you know it works.
Well,
That's how you know it's good money.
He said the Pedialytes. Well, he said they weren't bad. He said both of them.
He said they weren't bad.
They contain a lot of sugar.
This one does have a lot of nigga. It's strawberry flavored.
Yeah, it's a lot of sugar. Man.
There's no natural like strawberry juice that you put in something and it tastes like this.
So why not get something natural? Just a little natural.
Because this is all they had. This is the most natural that they had.
Especially in the store, like I'm on the move. I need something.
At the fucking that run of the mill Persian shit. Yeah. Shout out to them. Yo.
Was that your the only money in your pocket?
Nah, we got some more capital to play with.
He was checking with you.
Yeah, I got one of them USDA loans, Lord.
Oh my god.
Pockets full, nigga.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Don't but fucking hilarious.
Pockets full, nigga.
Yeah, nigga, whatever.
Hey, let me know when y'all want to play. We can play. All right? We can go to the playground. But
yeah.
What was I about to say? I was about to get into something. You got me thinking about that green though.
Nigga, you don't. Pull out more green.
Nah. Put some on it.
Pull out more green.
Put some on it.
Pull out more green.
Hey, I'm not gonna dance alone. Somebody else put their shoes on.
I bet you don't got $500 in your pocket.
How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet, nigga? What's up?
How much you want to bet that
I'll bet
he
you
doesn't?
I'll bet you 500. I don't got the 500, nigga. What's up? What's up? I come prepared.
Oh my God.
We playing with the house now, nigga.
This ain't gonna be dead. You hustling back. What's that book, Atomic Habits?
Yeah.
That's what.
Yeah.
Man, that's what we on today.
Nah, nigga.
This whole week.
I've been reading Quantum Gambling, nigga.
Quantum gambling.
Yeah, I had to really make a leap. One shot.
Studying the Rain Man.
Of course.
But what was you about to say?
I don't know. I truly have no idea.
Let's go to
Damn, I had a good weekend. I can't even tell y'all about that shit.
Word?
Yeah, I gotta tell y'all niggas off air.
Okay.
It was that good.
It was a good weekend.
How good was it?
It was a pretty
like
put it this
you
way.
know what I mean? Like just
Put it this way. Like after the war was fought, I got up in the morning, was in the window, just like, yeah, bottle light in my hand, little joint. Yeah, this was Scarface felt like.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just a good weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Water was just floating around you.
It was lightly misty. You know what I mean? It wasn't raining, but it was just like brisk mist.
Yeah.
Just keep everything cool, refreshing.
Okay. But that's good. Well, I can't wait to hear that legendary story. But we can hear some legendary music right now. Type in Will Smith, Lauren. Will Smith,
the music
our
video?
guy, yes. Our guy, one of the few black men we look up to in the culture that like people really look up to as like
better show than Martin.
An individual. Go to LOI the channel for our stream on that because I argue that's kind of a maybe. But an individual that we all respect, even despite his slap, his simping or whatever he's going through mentally. But, he dropped a record and it's called Pretty Girls. I listened to it.
Fully. Yeah. Not one pretty girl in the video.
Ooh. Okay.
You don't think so?
Nah.
Okay. I wish AJ was here. Because this is what he be saying. Like, what you mean by pretty?
I think he made it a point to keep average looking women in the video. This was a body positivity campaign.
No.
Like when you think about it, right? There's local niggas, right? $250 budgets for music videos. 3-month turnaround time. Like niggas ain't even editing it quick.
Yeah.
They had better bitches in the videos.
That's not true.
Lauren is shaking his head profusely. Hold on, pause. Pause right here. Go back to the first. Go back to the first set that they threw us.
Let's go.
Sorry for the people
and
listening.
First of all,
sorry for the people listening at home, but just imagine the cast of the woman Ghostbusters, like the way that those hoes look. That's this.
No.
They look good.
First of all, okay, let's be honest. Can we possibly
They look, but
I think so.
You got to say this with a grain of electrolyte though, Lauren. You know that.
Pretty, dog, pretty. And that's why Will Smith, I think,
not bad at all.
He still has his real nigga in him because he wasn't lying. He didn't say bad girls or the most obvious beautiful women in the world. He was like just regular pretty girls. He's humble now,
but
dog.
Pretty girl?
He's humble. Will Smith has resurrected.
That white woman is not pretty.
Will
Smith, the one in the paler one?
Nah, the actual white woman right there.
White chicks.
Yeah.
She does look like
with the blonde hair?
Wait, is that your cursor on her?
No, you talking about here?
Yeah, you had your cursor on that girl, so I thought you was talking about her. No, her right there. Yeah.
Right here, right?
Come on, man. She make the whole crew look bad.
I don't think she makes the whole crew
look bad. It takes one bad apple to ruin a bunch.
I think she just didn't like do her hair the right way or some shit.
Yeah,
man.
You
know what I'm saying? Like I'm for real.
Will Smith paid these bitches with pizza and wings. He didn't like hire makeup artists and none of that. Will Smith from Philly, dog. Don't get it confused, man.
You're proving my point.
Don't get it confused, man.
You treat terrible talent terribly.
No.
Yes. You treat terrible talent terribly.
That's not true. What was that one song? Da, 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 da. He had bad bitches he was treating like shit in that.
Nah.
It was bad bitches in that video. He was treating them like shit. He was riding around in the video.
Show the B team right after these.
Hold on.
Play it. Now pause it. Come on.
It's going to give us another show.
Come on, man. What is this? What are we looking at here, B?
Models.
Hey, those outfits kind of go hard though.
Those outfits kind of go hard, but you see how we got to compliment something other than like the way that they look.
There's nothing wrong with that.
First of all, let's be honest. The Asian and the black girl, they look the best. The bitch with the big ass tie.
Well, you don't even know what the black girl looks like. Her hat is doing,
But she still looks great. She looked dope. She looked fly. She looked like a pretty girl.
I think he just purposely got a lot of different looking people. People who don't all look the same.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you even use the word people.
But that's what I'm saying.
You didn't even say
who don't look the same, yeah.
But F-Mac had somewhere else to be, but he's hitting all these bitches. He's hitting the one on the left, and then the one on the right, and then
I think this
all
one was
that
probably,
F-Mac would go from ugliest to
I think this one was
baddest.
actually probably really pretty.
All that proves is that F-Mac is a slut. That doesn't mean that these hoes are attractive.
F-Mac
is just he's a cleanup guy.
This girl
F-Mac has a different perspective.
This girl on the right side, if she had like a fat ass underneath there and like some big titties, what would you say?
If she was bad, she would be bad. Yes.
So okay, so that's what. So
but
you got it. So that's
but you notice how you had to imagine a ass and some titties?
No, I'm talking for
like
you.
you didn't say.
I'm speaking for you.
You didn't say if she was who she is right now, what would she be? You put enhancements on it.
I'm saying because you can't really see her body. That's what I'm saying.
You can't
that to
see
you.
her body, dog.
That's what I'm saying. To you.
I know what's back there. I know what's back there. There's a reason she got that long ass trench coat on, nigga.
Okay.
No bitch with a fat ass puts a long trench coat on.
That's why they would do that.
They don't wear
anyway.
capes, and if they do it, they put the little belt around the waist to accentuate.
There's
the
a
figure.
lot of like pretty women with bodies that definitely wear oversized clothes because it's in fashion, it's style, it's fashionable and stylish that hide they shit on purpose.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
You still looking at hoes on Facebook, Lauren.
I'm telling you, people
you
do
got to
that
go
in
to
real
Instagram and Twitter with a real young
Lauren,
slut.
have you heard of Hinge, sir?
How about just
Hinge,
in real
nigga,
life?
you fucking with these old scallywags.
I'm just saying, when you walk on the street,
You gonna
talking
get
about shit I've
a
seen,
you gonna
man.
get a mugwort fucking with these old scallywags.
You are being expeditiously hard on these bitches. Let's play.
No,
let's keep looking. Let's keep looking.
Can the YouTube audience see this?
Yeah, I showed it a very last minute.
And if you're
I showed again.
if you're one of the audience members that only audio, how do we even describe them? Just imagine like the most ragtag. Like one of them looks like a art teacher, a fourth grade art teacher.
Mm-hmm.
The black woman looks like one of those paintings.
Shit, like in Belly.
Yeah, exactly.
In Belly.
The black and white paintings in Belly with the big hats and the round shoulders. We have an emo ballerina Asian woman.
No.
Look, that shit is burnt.
The Asian woman looks like, imagine a Victoria's Secret campaign.
Okay, I can see that with the pink and all that.
Maybe for Fenty. Imagine a Fenty model that's Asian. You know what I'm saying? She has that kind of vibe. It's not like emo though, but she's like one of the like the Kill Bill bitch.
One of the Kill Bill bitches.
yeah.
And for the last one, just imagine like a new character in the Addams Family.
Big ass tie.
Yeah.
A new character in the Addams Family. She's Wednesday's big sister. Kind of got the same build. She's just built like Queen Latifah. If Queen Latifah was born into the Addams Family, that's perfect. Now, which one y'all fucking? And be honest.
The black girl.
Lauren?
I don't know.
See, because you don't really love any of the options, right?
Correct.
That's the point I'm trying to get at.
What are you saying?
Hold on. I'm talking to Lauren now.
Hold on.
I'm talking to Lauren now.
No, but what is it?
Yo,
what
give
did
us
you
a
just
second.
say?
Give us a second.
Which one?
I said, of course.
You said, of course.
So
no.
what he
To
said,
what I
don't-
said.
Yeah, to what he said.
Like none of these options are lovely.
No, but let's go back a little bit more. Which one of these women would you fornicate with, Lauren?
None of them.
Yeah.
None of them, in all honesty.
Yeah.
You wouldn't hit none of them. You
I go home.
wouldn't hit none of them.
No.
Not even like make love. You wouldn't hit none of them.
Nope.
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
Okay.
I go home.
Okay.
Be like, Will.
You would go home.
I go home.
I can't even fathom the thought of being with anybody but my.
Okay. All right.
Oh, yeah.
All right. And that's why.
Okay.
That's why he's fucking. But let's leave him in that land.
Damn.
Let's let him be Prince Charming because we need a Prince Charming here.
That kind of sucks a lot. I really thought I had
Yeah,
like,
that's why I was like,
I thought I flipped the jury. I was like, got him.
no.
Yeah,
I felt my brim tickle. I was like, why is my hat shaking, nigga?
but you couldn't pinpoint it.
No, I did.
You just didn't like the results.
No, I did. That's why I was like, wait, you, of course. That's not an answer. Who would you bang, nigga?
I think I really don't know.
None of them.
I wouldn't.
Come on.
I probably wouldn't. If I was a single man, I probably wouldn't like seek out.
Lauren.
If they were all listen, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you.
Dog.
In this, if all these women were dressed in this specific way, you know what I'm saying? That I just saw that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
like a man.
and I'm a
You
single man.
you just at the club.
Like, this is how I meet them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
single man, this time I probably wouldn't. You know what I'm saying?
Can I say the hypothetical?
You'd probably think that they was
So
a
that's what I'm
part of
saying.
like.
You gotta put them in like a better scenario.
Can I set a
for you to, like,
hypothetical
really
since you want to
answer
set
you.
one?
Yeah, what's up?
You're a single man.
Yeah.
You don't know the woman you love now. You're just like regular.
Yeah.
You're also 5'11".
No hope, nigga. You have options. You're a rich billionaire. Which one would you just like,
Probably either on the left. Not on the left. Either on the outside. On the outside.
I was
On the
like,
outside.
whoa.
either one on the outside or
Probably.
the one on the right?
Probably either on the outside.
Wait, so
Either one on the right?
either the left or the right?
Yeah. Probably.
What? Yeah,
Yeah, probably.
Wait, so you
that's
got
pretty gross, dog. Come
why is
on,
that gross?
Lord. Either the left or the right. Those
Yeah.
are the worst ones, nigga.
I
Damn,
knew it was
Lord.
in there.
I liked your first answer. That shit was perfect.
Wait, so be honest
You
though.
agreed with
And
me.
Like Tone was describing before, the one on the far left is like Queen Latifah if she was in the Addams Family.
The like art looking teacher lady, like I like her nails better than the others. So I don't fuck with
Lord's
that
gay.
shit.
you like wait,
I think that's more attractive. Like the way her nails look is more attractive to me.
wait, so not even the black girl?
No, the black girl. I like
She
the way
looks
the
like-
black girl looks as well. I just can't see her face.
She
That's
looked
the
like
only
a
reason I said
Mortal
that.
Kombat character.
Just look at her
kinda.
lips.
Yeah, but I can't see her face. So that's the only reason.
She's-
That's literally why I haven't. She's not a part of the equation.
And I like you because you're a wild card kind of nigga. Because the thing with the black girl is
That's the only thing.
her face is hidden. So she's either the ugliest or the prettiest. Like
Yeah,
it can
I
go
just- it
both
could go
ways.
either- I don't-
It can
yeah, I
literally
don't
go
know.
both ways. She could be
Nah.
the baddest or the worstest.
Nah, she's
Yeah.
not. She's not the worst. She
could be the worstest.
She is uncompete-wittable.
Potentially.
Come on, dog.
She's uncompete-wittable for sure.
Oh my God, nigga.
Yes.
You been doing hoodoo recently?
Nah, we watched the BET Awards. We're gonna talk about it. This nigga Busta Rhymes.
Oh yeah, we did.
First
watch
of
the
all,
BET Award.
what you wasn't there for Busta Rhymes, right?
No, I left before Busta Rhymes.
I'll save it, but Busta Rhymes has fucked every bitch he mentioned that night because the way he was talking
That's
about
dope.
him was like,
That's dope.
She's just the most lovely woman. I look at her as Yahweh, but Yahweh can't even compare with her. So I can't even compare it to Yahweh. She was saying like,
Well,
like
he
but-
either split them in half, or maybe like his Kundalini is intact. Google that shit. real
no,
quick.
we're still on you, and you're
Yeah, I still
you gotta
wanna know
you gotta
about
be
this.
objective, man.
You want me to answer?
No, not that. I was gonna say with this whole music, like
yes,
y'all brought this music video up in general.
Because
like,
because
it
it's
was-
called Pretty Girls, and ironically, there's not a lot of them in it.
I know. I think these women are pretty though. I think you're tripping on that.
You
point.
think these women are pretty?
I think all these women have their own like thing that would make them for sure. I don't think these are ugly women.
Y'all the kind of niggas that would smack Chris Rock.
I just don't think. I
y'all
don't think
kinda
these
niggas
are.
that smack Chris Rock.
I think what
Lauren,
you're
you
saying
would
is like.
dig
I
in
think
this
what
bitch.
you're saying is
Y'all
moving. No, I don't. I think you're saying they're ugly without saying they're ugly. So, and I disagree with the point that they're ugly. You see what I'm saying?
Well,
like,
hold on,
I
hold
don't.
on.
I don't. But
Okay.
I feel like that's what you're saying. So,
All right.
so like I disagree with that point.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
And I apologize
I do.
if that's what you derive from what a nigga was saying. I'm not saying that they're ugly.
Okay.
But these hoes aren't attractive. They
are pretty, is the word he
There
used.
is some middle, like, there's a middle.
Will Smith did his job.
But there's a middle space where, like, time doesn't exist and, like, beauty standards, they're not even a relevant
I
thing.
think if you met these women in real life in a personal setting and they were wearing something that you liked when it comes to like style that a woman has to like on her dress, I think you would consider these as like regular pretty.
Can I
looking
ask you something? What do you like?
Bet money, Lauren. Bet money on that
Put
shit,
out the
Lauren.
last five, y'all.
No,
Bet money, bet
that-
money. Then
that's-
I would go home with one of these hoes.
I bet.
Bet money.
I bet
I would do my worst Mac.
I bet $100 that's your only 10.
Does he have these women?
I bet $20.
Can we?
Yeah, I bet $20.
Hey, is there any way we can find out who these women are so we can see like their other pages and shit?
Say it again.
Is there any way we can find out who these women are so we can see them in other like clothing?
These
and shit like
hoes don't have any other credits, Lauren. This is the only place they're beautiful.
Lauren, we don't have
I'm being rude. I'm being crass, but I have to speak for like the niggas who aren't corrupted. Cause y'all are corrupted, right? You niggas are in huxable relationships to where your balls are in another woman's palm. You can't be like cruel. You can't be objective.
I am being objective.
I'm not even.
I don't know.
What it boils down
absolutely
to,
could. I could say.
What it boils down to is a
that
lack of honesty.
He's saying you're scared.
No. I'm not afraid to say that I think a woman is ugly. Not okay, nigga. First off, that's hilarious. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to say I think a person or a woman is ugly. I'm not afraid to say that. Yeah, she's ugly to me. Sure, whatever. But I don't think that about these women. I don't think. Like, I don't think that Asian woman like is,
do you know
is my
why?
style of like if it was like an Asian woman I would look at and obviously say like
Not
that's
your
the most
style of
attractive
Asian woman.
No, if I was gonna look at her face and say like her face is a little too like elongated for something that I would say like
it's
it's
too
naturally
Asian-y.
But right,
It needs to be Americanized.
But looking at her like even longer, like looking at her longer and looking at this photo, I'm like, oh, I can see where that's. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that she's like an ugly woman.
Oh, you like to build them up. I like that.
All right.
That's cool. Somebody got to
Okay.
do it.
All I'm saying is that I'm not being. I'm
So why
only
don't
being
you
objective.
agree with him?
I'm just trying to tell you, I'm only being objective. That's why I said like
Only objectivity.
Yeah, I'm only being
you see,
objective.
the thing is, I think that when you find the woman that you love, like the one, like your
I mean,
real,
you can play that angle.
well, it's
You
not
can do
even
that.
a
That's
play
fine.
of an angle. It's just when you find your real, true soulmate and shit, right?
Listen to him,
You
Lauren.
see her.
I think you are literally just.
Hold on.
No.
You
'cause
see her in every woman.
You are
so
an
you
example-
treat all women better.
You're an example
which is
of
a
what's
beautiful
wrong.
thing.
Yeah, you're an example of what's wrong with our current society. You're an example of what's happening with the Instagram shit. You're an example of all of that.
Oh, is that her?
I'm hitting her.
She got Will Smith walking on a brim.
Which is, she has a red bottom hat.
It looks like she can see him.
Yeah.
She kind of got
She's
that.
looking through the brim of a hat.
She kind of got
I
that.
like that. I like that.
And with the black lipstick, she got that Pirates of the Caribbean. What's that goddess name? You remember that black girl?
I didn't watch that movie
don't know.
enough.
Y'all don't know.
I didn't watch that movie for real. I seen it, but I just didn't. It didn't like attach to my memory.
She was the sexiest one in there.
We can't play the song, right?
Nah.
Yeah, that would be bad.
And honestly, we don't have to play it. Just know he like pretty girls.
But these are artistically pretty girls.
These no.
Pause on her. I don't know. She looked like she could be reptilian.
Yeah, nah.
Like she looks
She's-
like her tongue long as shit. Like she could, she could flick Will Smith
Her-
off. Funny as shit.
Her dad is the Geico and her mom is the fucking chameleon.
No, the Rango.
Yeah.
Or the Rango.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, dog. Like, I get it. These aren't like the worst looking women in the world, but you got to understand this is a rap music video.
And what
called Pretty Girls.
What I want to say.
So it's just like, and the fact that local, like Lauren, you've had badder bitches in your music videos.
Okay.
I promise you. You that guy.
And what? What are you trying to say?
That these aren't the baddest bitches.
He's taking the
show.
big
So if
walk
that's
angle
gonna
to
if that's
try
gonna
to-
be if that's gonna be your angle, this whole point, sure, I agree with that point.
I don't even get why we argue this
I
so
agree
much.
with that
You
point
wanna know-
because I kept telling you, the way you're saying it, you're making it sound like these aren't pretty. I think they're pretty women. They're not the baddest bitches in the world.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what you say, but I do think they're pretty.
You
women
want to know
there.
what I think about the video?
There are pretty women in
As
there.
far as the pretty girls, there's not enough of them. He kept the same. He kept the same recurring women. And what I will say about
That's
that,
what I said.
It's literally the same bitch. Like as a rapper, right? You have to have a steady recurring and new flow of badder bitches.
That's not true.
That is true.
That's not true.
That
Wait,
is
and let me
true.
add
That's
to my
not
point.
true.
Let me add to my point real quick because I don't want to make it seem like I feel like all of these women, like individually on their own, stand out as just a pretty woman.
Because you
they
are
don't.
Jamaican,
I
so
don't.
clean it up.
I don't think that. I think that
Be hard
in
on.
totality, if I'm looking at out of 8, if 5 of the 8 are pretty women and then the others are just like average, I can just look at this whole group and be like, oh, those are pretty women. You see what I'm saying?
But that's
so it's
not
like,
true.
But that's why I'm coming with that
Sentiment?
That sentiment is what I'm saying because I don't think they're all pretty. Like,
But if 5 out of the hypothetical 8 were bad bitches,
But I do-
nobody would be complaining.
I do see-
The problem is
I do see how other people could see the ones that I don't find pretty. I do see how other people could find them pretty. Like
Stop looking in other people's eyes. Like beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Listen,
you can only behold yourself.
I'm saying that because there are some type of women out there.
There's some the world.
There are some women out there, some people out there who, no matter what somebody else thinks of them, I'm gonna say, I don't see how that person could be looked at as. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't think that way about them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lauren agrees with everybody.
That's not what I'm saying, but okay.
That's what it sounds like.
No, he disagrees with you.
But
I disagree with you. Yeah.
But the reason why
you only fuck two of these hoes, and you know it.
He would fuck all of them, and he just needs time to really think about it. Maybe a drink. You want to? But another reason why I brought this up is because it's a study of the new Will Smith, and we have to document every new thing that he does because this is. I think Fresh Prince is back in a weird way.
Nah, nigga.
It's like fun, carefree, but the whole thing is, it's like,
you know what?
It's
missing one.
But
it's missing one crucial element.
It's
cool.
No,
cool. It's missing cool.
You don't think this move is cool?
I can see you busting that shit out because you're nearly 40.
Was Fresh Prince and Will Smith and Fresh Prince, by the way, because just saying that's a whole other character separated from Will Smith. But was Fresh Prince smooth?
Yeah.
Or did bitches just fawn over him? Like, you know what I mean?
Same
like,
thing.
no, there's a difference between actually being cool and exercising your coolness and like pulling up a bitch when she's at her locker like, hey girl, I'm Fresh Prince. Fuck with me. That's a lot of what...
Pull up Will Smith pickup lines. Or like, I think there's a compilation of him just magging on bitches.
Tony, would you say I was cool if I was like, Operation Tango, flip a bitch, and we did our like Captain Save a whole thing like Fresh Prince did? Would you think I was cool?
Shit. That'd be funny as shit.
We might have to try it.
That'd be funny as shit.
But you
dog.
think that would you call me cool?
He was like, hold on, excuse this stupid Negro.
But would you call me cool?
That would be fire.
Well, it wouldn't even matter because
that's high level chess.
You're doing it too. So no, we're not cool.
Nah, that'd be if we told a nigga that story.
Let's be honest, dog. Let's be honest.
Come on.
Will Smith.
If we told a nigga that we pulled a rope, the rope-de-dope, you went in, you was the black sheep. You was supposed to piss her off. And I was supposed to come in and be like, hey, nigga, get off her.
And that's the funny thing, right?
That's funny as shit.
It's hilarious.
And then she falls for you? Nigga, the bait and the switch.
It's hilarious.
That's the oldest trick in the book. If you can't have fun with the first trick ever, you don't know how to play.
Would you go that far to get a girl?
Not to like seriously get her, but if we was just trying to have some fun, nigga, if we just had some fun.
Come on, y'all.
Yo, we was all right. Come on, dog. Social experiment.
Yeah,
let's see if we can get there.
That's what it is.
Will Smith was like a Superman type of corny, but it just worked.
Play it.
Ooh, yo, baby. Ooh. About some fries to go with that shake.
Sorry, I'm gonna know fathead dog.
Hold on. Two things. One, this is season 1. He didn't even have a blend in his fade. Come on, dog. Like, this isn't even.
Can I say something?
Skip ahead.
I'm gonna let you talk. But can I say something?
No.
When you are a disenfranchised black man, you're the coolest person in rich areas. Hold on.
Play from here.
You're the coolest person in rich areas when you're a disenfranchised black man. If he
surprised to go with that shake.
Oh my god!
Yo, come on, you pull that shit out on the bitch. She might fall.
You might just have to make her laugh.
Write these lines down. We're gonna save this video and we're gonna use them.
Okay.
You're gonna use them. And
you can't use them?
I'll bet money.
How much?
We'll find the bet, maybe like $10 for every number or something, for every line that you use that works. I'll give you the money.
I got another 20 on that shit.
That is a video. I'm dead ass. I have to see if you can do it.
I'm gonna practice my moves.
Hey, can I get some fries? Can I get some fries to go with that thing?
I wish you were a C so I could play the whole field of y'all. Shit like that.
Bitch gonna be like, nigga, what the fuck?
Nah,
come on, dog.
Nah, nigga. And you see, I got the rusty beard growing in. These bitches gonna go crazy. They're gonna go crazy for that 5 o'clock shadow. Nigga be like, ooh, what the fuck?
They're gonna know you work.
That's over there. This nigga's so mysterious.
They're gonna know you work hard, but it doesn't matter.
Play this.
see your point. Hey, so look, why don't we just kick it over to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles?
No, I think I better stay. We're trying to raise money for the clinic, and I work there.
Oh, really? What do you do?
I'm a doctor.
Oh, get the heck out of here. I'm one of them, too. Yo.
Come on, lock to it up, man.
Ladies, hello. This is your lucky day. You know, anyone who sits in these chairs gets served on the house.
Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Je ne sais pas, mais ils sont très beaux, hein?
Oh, mais oui.
Bitch ass.
Yo, Carl, man, they French girls. We
God, what a stallion.
They're not even showing the full-tones habits.
Time to saddle up.
Yo, what's up, baby? Hurry up, write your number down before I don't want it no more.
Come on, man. Come on. I'm trying that one.
Hold on.
I'm trying that one.
That's the
Write
only.
it down,
hold
boy.
on. That's the only.
Timestamp this motherfucker.
That's the only cool line he's ever said.
It gets better.
That's the only cool
better,
line.
dog.
That's the only cool line he's ever said.
That's why
dog.
I told you we can't go based off season 1. They were still learning how to write in inner city youth. They didn't have it. The pen wasn't as sharp in that first season.
Fuck
but
that.
I'm telling you, Will Smith eventually got to that point. He didn't even care about flattering the girl. He just got pissed off. Hurry up and write your number down for I don't want it no more, bitch. Come on, man. You ain't ever said nothing like that. Play this.
Shit.
Hurt, man. Whoa. What's up, baby?
The name's Veronica.
Ooh, Veronica, I like that.
Great. Now I can die.
Whoa. Hold up, baby. See, now, I noticed you noticing me. So I just want to put you on notice that I noticed you too.
What's up? He said, I was peeping, you peeped me, bitch, but I peeped first.
Dog.
Come
first
on,
of all,
man.
First of all, man.
You've never.
Are you grabbing the girl to come back? He touched her. Is that kind of not a violation?
It was the 90s. Come on, dog.
It was the 90s.
It was
Weinstein was hot.
Nigga, Freak Nick was freaky.
Yeah.
It was
R. Kelly was a hit maker.
Yeah. A baby maker.
To say the least.
A dungeon keeper.
But no, Will Smith in Fresh Prince was very corny. And it's funny
Cooler
how...
than Martin.
And that's all what this is. It's just marketing, man. He's really coming back to what he,
but
to what he was as a kid.
You don't have, you've never pulled up on a girl like this.
Let me think. Can I think?
Just in, I know if you have to think, you're going to make it up. You're going to lie. You're going to imagine some shit. You ain't never jumped into, he literally jumps into the scene with the bitch. He's like, he already moving and shit. He dancing. You ain't never pulled up dancing on a girl, dog.
I never pulled.
That's different.
You never done that?
That take a different level of what's up, baby? Come on.
You done that before, right?
Of course.
Dancing.
Of course.
What is dancing though? And what do you mean? All right.
I know what he means. You showed up. Your opening was a certain way. You showed up, or you was already there. It's not even like you said hello. How you doing? Boy. It's like you showed up and it was already happening.
It was already a thing. It was already
It was a foregone thought that you
skipped 2 steps.
But that's
it was no hi. It was no what's your name. You got right to that third talking point.
Part of that is her choosing though. A lot of that.
Well,
it's her choosing.
A lot of macking in general is her choosing.
It depends though. It really depends.
It is, dog. Most of the time they know upon seeing you if there's some kind of physical attraction there.
Yeah.
It's not like you talk your way into being physically attractive. You just talk in a way that doesn't ruin how sexy you are.
Well, physically.
That's all it is. It's just
it's true.
I like you already. Don't be stupid enough to make me stop thinking about how good you look.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, but good.
And if you're charismatic, that's even better.
Yeah, but being good looking is not the purpose. The purpose is ass.
What are you talking about? You're talking about you're convoluting.
Yeah,
I'm
two
not
different points, dog.
Yeah.
You're talking about the end of the equation. We're talking about what variables we putting in to get that result.
Yes, but part of being
girls typically don't fuck dudes they think are ugly.
That's not true.
Typically,
that's not true.
Unless they have a certain
typically,
unless you have a certain level of match.
Now there are pansexuals, the demisexuals.
You're naming
and
the
all
outliers.
of those.
You're naming the daywalkers.
I wouldn't call them that.
The lichens.
I thought you were an ally.
I am
Yeah,
an ally.
bro.
I am
So
an ally.
don't call them
relax.
derogatory terms.
I'm not.
dog.
It's not really a derogatory.
The L and LOI stands for lesbians.
I just gave them a higher, like, I don't even put myself on that pedestal. They walk in the light and the day.
You call them day walkers.
Yeah.
Because they can.
And what you're saying would be cool if you didn't also call homeless people day walkers.
Yeah, you can't put
You
them
do
in the
that.
same category.
What do you mean?
You.
When did I do that?
Last episode.
Yeah,
2
probably.
episodes ago.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Prove that. Prove it.
I promise you.
Prove.
When I was telling the story.
I don't trust your
when I
promises,
told the
nigga.
story, you want to bet money?
I don't
You
trust
want to
your
bet money?
promises.
40.
nigga.
40,
I don't
nigga.
trust-
40, you ain't call them day walkers.
I don't trust that promise. And, you know.
You don't want to bet no money, Lord.
You're trying to
You
make.
don't want to bet no money, Lord.
Oh, my God.
Come on.
That money was supposed to be for me.
Hey, I'm going home with all the. Hey, they don't want to play.
Fuck
Chat. They don't want to fuck around with it, nigga. You're lucky I don't got no motherfucking dice, nigga.
Chat, fuck out of
My
here.
God.
You're not shooting no dice. But they
Lord, I'll buy your dog.
insane.
Therapy. I don't even want her. I'm going to get her help.
Oh yeah, he is liquidating. So
Yeah.
give it that. But
nah, come on, man.
Nah,
we're going to do social experiment. We're going to go somewhere. I'm going to pull up on a girl. I'm going to be like, hey, yo, give me your number phone. I don't want it no more. And we're going to see how effective that shit is.
she's not even gonna process what the fuck you just said.
She's going to get it. I'll say it slow. I say it right into it.
She's gonna. All right, we're gonna see. We are gonna see, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna see how smooth.
And
the
I'm gonna
Fresh
try, we're
Prince
gonna try
was.
out. We're gonna try out a couple of the other smooth ones, and I'm gonna do one retarded one. Like,
Only one? No, we have to do all of them. It's this all
you're
game.
right. You're right. But
It's
we can all
game.
do it. Your girls.
Hey, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying? It's a facade, people. It's a facade. Why do we have to be in it? You're the Super Mac. You're the Big Mac with cheese.
Whoa, your girl.
You're the Big Mac with cheese.
Shout out to your girl. He's playing real good defense for you right now. You should be ashamed of yourself for what you just did,
Tony.
I'm not even gonna. We'll talk about it off air, but that was gross.
Tony,
Now
you're the
now. Let me talk to.
Hold
Let me
on.
talk to another pimp.
You're
Lord,
the biggest Mac with
Lord.
cheese. Why,
Yeah.
just do it. Do it.
You done? Trick.
Do it.
You done?
Do it.
You done?
Hey, don't
Lauren,
call me that.
Lauren, I have no problem being the only subject in this experiment. I have no problem with it. I kind of prefer it. You know what I mean? It's more clientele for my Rolodex.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I mean, if y'all niggas is who you say you are, like, you know, y'all make content, your girl's not understanding that this is content. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, let's be fair, right? I don't even know if I can say this, but and bleep this whole shit out. And bleep this,
I got you.
bleep this whole shit out if it's too much information.
I got you.
But y'all both date like R&B artists.
Yeah, yeah.
Y'all both date.
Wait, what? Yeah,
Y'all
yeah.
both date talented women.
So they're cool with us talking to bitches?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
hold on, I'm
what
trying to
you
make the case for y'all.
Man, what?
Okay.
I'm trying to make the case for y'all as, like, you know, the best man at both y'all weddings and shit. Let me make the case for them. I think, right, since they're allowed to be R&B artists in the sense to where they get on stage, they're probably gonna dance, they'll sing about niggas, they'll be in music videos wearing whatever they wear. I think if that is okay for the content, it is okay for you niggas to come out with me and have some fun. Cause you see, I'm a compassionate dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to just be getting all this fun without y'all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Imagine we all went to the lake. I'm the only nigga with a fishing rod.
Yeah.
Like, y'all essentially just watching me hunt. Y'all can't even get in on this chase. That's fucked up. That's rude.
Yeah.
So I just think, you know, in the pursuit of art,
Because we already came with
in
our
the
fish.
pursuit of art and
Right.
content, you niggas sport fishing for fun.
Throwing back in every
we testing
time,
it
huh?
out. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air lines, baby. This ain't even real. I think that you niggas have that creative license
Yeah, we
based
do.
off the case that I've just made.
Of course. And I feel you, but at the same time, I mean, you being, you know,
The dude.
the
guy.
the bachelor,
guy.
they call
Bachelor.
it. They call it
Yeah,
bachelors,
yeah,
right?
yeah. It's
The
Being you-
protagonist, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Even
main
then,
character
yeah,
of
the
the
main
shit.
the
character.
main
shit,
character,
yeah.
the guy. Like I said,
I like this, I
You're
like this.
the
Yeah.
biggest
Keep going.
Mac
Yeah.
with cheese.
Yeah.
You got cheese too. You not
Yeah.
you and the lettuce, nigga.
You're also the
But
only.
Lauren's a little McRib.
You're also the only. But here, you're also the only Mac.
You only
for
come
sale.
around every
You know what I'm
season.
saying? You're the only Mac for sale. So it's like
He's a large fry.
It's a lot easier.
Oh,
it's a
shit.
lot easier for the buyer to be like, oh, that's on sale.
Me and
to
that
feel
Mac.
that.
Me
You
and
know what
that
I'm saying?
Mac. I forgot about Florida.
Yeah.
Forgot about Florida Mac,
There
my
you go.
brother.
Yeah, you don't have to
my
be
partner in crime. Me and Protomac, we going out.
Well, you just didn't want to be alone?
It's not even about being alone. It's just about sharing, basking in it. I can do it alone. It's not about that. It's not about that. But it's funner if we got more cast and crew in this shit, nigga.
Okay.
You talking about this is content, nigga.
Well, you didn't
we
bring
making a little video.
You didn't bring it up like that. You tried to sneakily be like, well, your girl can motherfucker do a backflip and pin a nigga to a spinning wheel and fuck him while she's spinning.
I didn't say all that. Is that what she wants to do?
That's what he was alluding to.
Is that her next album?
Hey, Jay, that's what I heard.
Yeah, because that's what you fear. But that's what it's like. You hoping she don't get that idea. But nah, I didn't say that for y'all. I said that for them. Because what I was sensing, like, you know, as soon as I even alluded to the possibility of that shit happening, y'all both got tight. It was a restriction that happened on both sides of the room. Y'all was like, oh, she probably watching this shit. God damn it, let me put on my relationship handcuffs and let me say what I gotta say. And I saw that. I was like, oh shit, I ain't mean to scare the homies.
Wait, so you saw
I didn't mean to put the homies on blast. So I just, you know, I did what I thought made sense.
You didn't see that.
I saw it.
You didn't see that. That wasn't happening.
Lauren grabbed his chest.
I've been playing with my dog the whole time. So
Exactly.
Lauren, I don't think
dogs are emotional support animals, Lauren. You weren't petting that dog this whole episode until I brought this shit up. And now look at you. You damn near choking her to death.
I was.
Look at her.
She got up for this shit.
See?
Lauren, I don't think Lauren's girl would have a problem with it. I know my girl wouldn't have a problem with it.
Oh, so what's the fucking problem?
And, you know, not to speak for your shit, Lauren, you know.
I got you.
Too late.
Okay, well, yeah.
No, I mean, there's things are within reason, you know, as long as you're just doing shit with a reason and content and it makes sense, then shit works out.
Yeah.
Lauren is the leader of his house. He can do whatever the fuck he wants.
I think,
right?
Okay, nigga.
Nah, I
gotta consider her.
I think Uncle
sure.
Sam is the leader of his house.
I always gotta consider her. Huh?
But
that's also
Uncle Sam is commander in chief over there.
Uncle
nigga.
Sam, he's making a real case to try to be pops.
When I went to your crib, I asked Uncle Sam if I was to take my shoes off. I was like, Lauren's opinion don't even fucking matter.
I was about to say, y'all use Vaseline or motherfucker?
That shit's insane for me right now.
Astroglide.
Astroglide, nigga.
Yeah. Oh, whoa, chill out.
I'm just saying.
Not too much mention.
What do you think Diddy got against KY Jelly?
It's not.
He probably has.
You can pour oil everywhere. You know what I mean?
It's sterile.
Yeah.
Okay.
You poured oil like on a bitch? Like you ever just done that?
I don't know if it was oil. Yeah, no oil. Yeah.
Like on some like I'm about to oil this bitch.
Yeah. And like it started off like everybody knows what's about to happen, but you know, massage oil. And then it's turmoil.
Okay.
Nigga, come on, man.
Well, yeah, it all depends.
Yeah.
And that's why it's way cooler
when they butt it up.
Yeah.
It's cool. But
Shine is cool.
Yeah.
Shine is like that's what brought the first humans to do anything. Like they saw
depends
fire.
on what kind of sheet you got too, though.
What?
It said it depends on what kind of sheet you got. Like if everybody's oiled up and you on a bedding, nigga, my shit, it absorbs all that. It'll just be a big ass like you know the chalk outline when niggas die. It'll be that in grease on my sheets.
You got one of those blue, red, and white comforters.
Nah,
you know the blue, red, and white comforter. Type in the blue, red, and white comforter. They're gonna know what I mean. Shout out to all the real niggas
this shit classic.
that owned the blue, red, and white comforter with the stripes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
This shit.
Yes. Yeah, go to images.
Which one?
Oh wait, damn.
There's kind of a lot of
go
them.
down. Yeah, to the right.
This one?
That one.
Thought you was talking about this shit. I feel like I've seen this.
Just that texture. The texture it's just like a very.
Oh well, that texture blanket. Nah, but I've definitely had a lot of those.
You don't have that. You got good texture blankets, nigga.
Yeah. Take care of myself.
I mean, I don't sit on your bed and shit, but
it's not the worst texture blanket.
I don't know,
soft.
dog.
It's pretty soft.
It's
you know my shit. Little context. My shit is left over from a womanly touch.
So it is definitely a good blanket.
It's a good texture blanket, dog. Come on. And that's what I'm saying. It's like
okay,
you know, it's reasonings, it's explanations, it's appreciate it. It's things behind the scenes. But what point are we at during this pre-show, brother? I feel
49.
like 49. We've been rolling and flowing.
We've been rolling. What else? Okay, the BET Awards. I guess we could just get this out the way. It's a little.
You know what was crazy about that? That was like some real like, yo, we're our parents now kind of moment. Like I remember because my parents had me when like they was like 20 and like 19. So there was a point in time where they was 25 at the crib with their homies drinking beers, watching the BET Awards. It's like a fish fry.
Yeah.
All the little kids, none of us had kids, but all the little kids was running around. I was like, damn, like I'm at that stage right now.
Nigga, it was and plus, yo, shout out to Rasta. Yo,
shout out to homie
big
Rasta.
Shout out to Rasta.
shout out to him, bro.
We're gonna have to like trim something out at the end so I can shout out his tea brand. Nigga, he has a tea brand, dog. He makes his own tea. He had like, it was I forgot what it was, but it was the most amazing tea I've ever had.
Word.
And I was like, we're gonna go to his IG because I really want to shout that out. Because dog, the tea was immaculate.
Word.
It was like red.
What style of tea?
It was mint.
Was it sweet tea or was it like herbal tea?
No, herbal tea.
Okay.
Like he makes his own tea.
That's fire.
So
and when you see, he don't have the dreads no more, but like when you see his hairstyle, it's like, yo, that looks like a nigga that should be making tea.
Exactly.
Like he looks like he's a tea guy.
And it looks like a nigga that can cook.
Earthy and herbal.
Because Rasta cooked the hell out of that fish. He cooked macaroni and cheese. He cooked chicken. He cooked everything. But we was watching the BET Awards.
Everything was immaculate too.
Immaculate. Shout out to Rasta. But
that cornbread was crazy.
You said he don't got a dreads no more?
Nah, he still has it.
Oh, I
thought he had braids now. But they was just so tight when I saw him. I didn't look at him like I don't just like look at niggas' head. But when I saw, I was like, I think he got braids.
Yeah,
but
nah, it's So we was watching the BET Awards, and it was honestly like
an abomination. Nah, I'm playing.
It was
a pretty good show.
It was probably one of the better BET Awards.
Some of the awards, my fault.
No.
Some of the awards were a little like, where they went with that person? I was like, I don't know.
It depends. I mean, I don't really like SZA, so whenever she wins something, it's already like it's a real singer somewhere that could have had that award. But it was just a beautiful night, man. Kendrick was in there. 𝔓𝔤𝔦𝔑 and Drewski got a chance to be on stage with Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart did a fantastic job of hosting.
Yeah. I don't know how true this is.
Yeah.
But I saw somewhere it was saying that one of the real hard requirements on Kevin Hart's contract for him hosting the BET Awards, like it was like if this can't happen, I'm not coming, was they had to give Kai and his homies and Drewski full access to be able to stream in the background, be able to, really pop their shit and do what they do, bring that audience to the equation, because there was a whole lot of young people who probably wouldn't have even given a fuck about the BET Awards.
Facts.
Unless Kai was live streaming that shit.
Yeah.
Going behind the scenes, forgetting Wale's name.
Forgetting
like
Wale.
certain shit like that is just like
forgetting.
It adds a whole forgetting, not even knowing.
Not even knowing.
Yeah, which is even funnier.
Yes.
But it just brings a whole new layer of attention to the shit, which is necessary to keep it relevant.
And a new it's literally a different perspective. And not in the sense that it's Kai, but like they were behind the scenes with Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
And Kevin Hart switches his watch whenever he goes back on stage. Like it showed him.
What do you mean?
The nigga was
he puts
every
on a new
time
one?
he goes on stage to be, to tell
Kevin
a new
Hart?
joke,
Yeah.
he has a new watch on. And he was in the back like, yeah, man, I just got to go out with something new, man. It's something different, man. It's a new night.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Kevin Hart was doing it. I was like, yo, that's kind of crazy. You know what I mean? He's in the back. Expensive ass watches.
Yeah.
Bombastic ass watches.
He got a watch for every kind of joke. Like he got a one-liner watch.
Yes.
He got his story watch line. Go up there and say a parable. He got his little misdirect. But I don't know if we can watch some of like his hosting, but he did a pretty good job. Like even that one joke you told about Cardi.
I ain't hear that one.
He was like, yeah, I just got word Kanye West is outside. Don't let this nigga in. He's gonna bite somebody. And he was like, he bit Playboy Cardi already. Playboy Cardi definitely got bit.
Yeah.
He was like, what the fuck happened to Playboy Cardi?
Yeah, that's good.
Somebody bit Playboy Cardi.
Yeah, that's good.
And he performed. He was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Like, yeah, this nigga's been bitten.
Somebody bit.
Somebody took a chomp out of that nigga. But
he wasn't born this way.
Playboy Cardi, real quick.
It's a good joke.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one. I'm kind of proud of the nigga. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like he's taking I feel like his career is like finally serious. You know what I mean? Like nigga performing at the BET Hip Hop Awards. He even performed at like the BET after party shit. Like this is shit that like Playboy, like he just seemed like he was just wanted to be not even underground, but just like, you know, a recluse. Like it's certain artists where you fuck with their music, but you don't really get much of them. And then there's certain niggas to where like you get a lot of them, but you don't listen to none of their music. Like Black Youngster, I follow him on Instagram. I pretty much see damn near every like little sketch he do.
Kevin Gates.
I don't know a single Black Youngster song though.
Right.
So there is an inverse to that shit. But I don't know, the fact that it feels like he's a part of like mainstream rap, that shit is kind of crazy.
And that's what he's always wanted to do. Like even if you look up like the history of like how he kind of came up, some would say he kind of was crew hopping. It was like, okay, these niggas up. Oh damn, these niggas up. I learned what I need from these niggas. These niggas up.
With the 𝙿𝙾𝚃,
and then
he's cool with them niggas.
Cool with them niggas. You know, but that's what you have to do to be a star. So, and that was just my point of like he's always wanted to be this guy, and that's why he even wasn't in the midst of being a celebrity. He was like, nigga, hide my face like Michael Jackson. He's trying to emulate stars that are bigger than him, which is why he's on this Lil Wayne run. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like to say he's in his exaggerated Lil Wayne phase right now. Yeah.
Ooh,
I coined the term for this shit.
Damn.
Hot, right?
Hot, nigga.
How much you want to bet nobody said that shit before? How much you would put down on the first time to do it?
Oh, no. Huh? He only has 250. I haven't counted 2, 4, 6, 8.
What's up?
85. That's $85.
That's playing with the house right now.
In the 20s.
85.
Might be 105.
85. I know why you liquidizing now, Lord. I can tell you bad with money, Lord.
105.
85.
You need to learn how to count.
85. Come on, baby.
Right
Come
there.
on, baby. This ain't even a whole pot, nigga. I'm not done playing around with y'all.
Was that 125? Was
I'm not done playing around with y'all.
I apologize, brother.
I'm not done playing around.
I'll never do that to you again, man.
Maybe 150.
Let me see if they can hear it.
That is
that shmoney ass.
That's the ashiness from your hands, nigga, from your cuticles. But
they don't want to bet.
Jamie Foxx celebration.
They don't want to put no money down.
Nigga, you need to give that money to Jamie Foxx. Everybody needs to give
Jamie Foxx Foundation.
Jamie Foxx celebration to the Godhood Awards was amazing. They had Stevie Wonder come out, say his little shit like, Jamie, I love you. You're the best.
Look at me, Jamie.
Look at me. I'm looking at you. I feel you. And then they had Babyface do I forgot what song, maybe Laffy Taffy.
Yeah.
No, not Laffy Taffy. I'm sorry.
Babyface came out and did something.
Slow Jams. Is that what that song called?
Yeah, Slow Jams.
I think he did Slow Jams.
Babyface came out and did Slow Jams, and then they had it was T-Pain. Who else was there? It was a full stage of like a heavy hitter.
We have to say this. We have to say their names. Yeah, you mind just?
Oh, he performed Unpredictable.
Unpredictable.
And who else?
Fire.
That shit was fire, Lauren.
Hot fire, nigga.
That shit was crazy. Unpredictable.
It's a great song.
That's a great song. Great dog. Had Babyface singing it though.
Yeah.
Playing the piano. And then
Ludacris, Jennifer Hudson.
Ludacris came out. Jennifer Hudson.
Yeah.
She killed it, nigga. She came out and was like, I don't
Craig
even know.
Robinson.
Like, you know the black
Craig Robinson on the keyboard, dog.
That
shit was amazing.
The black woman from Hercules, the animated movie.
Yeah.
She embodied all of them.
Word.
And came out and made everybody cry, dog.
Word.
She was like, hey man, it was beautiful. Yeah. It was beautiful. And
it was they gave it felt like Jamie Foxx was gonna die.
Yeah.
Genuinely felt like, oh shit, like we trying to show him love before he get up out of here. That's how elaborate the celebration was. It was really cool. It just goes to show that, like, you know, you talented as fuck, you eventually gonna get recognized for it. It does take luck. Like, it's talent, it's hard work. It's a whole lot of luck.
And let's speak on that luck, because to have a stroke and to turn out like this, to where you're still walking, you can still be like, I love my daughter, I can hug her, you can play soccer.
You can still wink.
You can still wink, you can still cry.
Yeah.
You can still do that.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
Because there are some stroke victims to where they lose a whole half the connection with their body.
They become two-faced.
Left side be droopy. They can only kick with their right hand.
Yeah.
they can only kick with their right hand, dog. That's how lopsided they are.
Yeah.
It's not even normal.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
And that's the thing, right? Like,
he said Diddy did it to him.
Yeah. It's incredible, man. It was incredible.
That's funny.
And I'm
That's
glad that
up.
was, I don't even know if it was the highlight because we didn't even finish watching it. We ended up playing a meme game.
Yeah. Yeah, I had left before that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, nah, man. BET Awards, phenomenal.
Yep.
Leon
pretty
Thomas.
Good. Leon Thomas, he got male R&B singer of the year, right?
Yes.
He won that.
And that's
deservedly so.
And that's another thing, right? And I even said this while it was happening. Like, why can't
he was hating?
No, I was like, why can't this be like what BET is like every day? You know?
I feel what you're saying.
Like, why can't and not of course it's probably going to be hard to book Kevin Hart, to book a lot of these people, but just in terms of like the spirituality, like the essence of like, yo, it's some real black shit right now.
What do you want to see?
I don't.
Like,
that's not my job,
a new
Tony.
show?
That's not my job. I just want. Why can't it be this cool?
You got to bring back something like 106 in Park. You got to bring back those kind of shows. You know what I'm saying? Those kind of things that celebrate the culture in real time, because that's a celebration of culture.
But y'all got to be honest.
Bring back those shows in a certain way
to celebrating the culture, and that's
what that is.
That's what this is, right? This is the fucking what's the word? Epitome.
Yeah.
This is the epitome of that.
Yeah.
When was the last time y'all watched BET before this award show? When's the last time you went to cable television, sat down and watched BET?
2011 BET Awards.
Come on, dog.
Yeah.
And so it's like, what do you want them to do? You're not watching that shit. Plus, anytime that I've ever just loosely seen BET on, because like, you know, like motherfuckers around me be watching that shit sometimes, like the commercials are celebrating the network. You know, like, of course they got Swift and all that shit, but you know, the every channel has channel specific commercials, like Nickelodeon, Disney.
Sure.
All these motherfuckers have their own commercial shit. Whenever they doing that, nigga, they be acting like black entertainment is the only entertainment. It's beautiful. They don't mention white people. They celebrate all our hits. They doing that shit every day. But it's just
not necessarily.
You don't watch.
No, they are.
You don't want to see Meet the Parker reruns.
No, they're not.
Because if you did, BET would be the hottest shit in the world.
No, what I'm saying is like everything that you can think of is
Lord,
culturally.
we can all agree he's usually the problem.
Oh my God. What'd you say? Let's say that joke again so we can hear another bomb. What I was trying to say is that everything that is culturally, because you interrupted me.
Why you
I had a great point. Everything that is culturally relevant to us, where it's like complex with Ak and Joe Budden, anything else like that.
That should be on that platform.
That should be what BET is.
Yeah.
Like everything that's cool, whatever that means, especially to you. But
clearly I have the highest standards.
You have the highest standards and
based on
shit.
the way you niggas dressed.
Hey, well, I was going for this look and I pulled it off.
You go for the camp counselor?
Yeah, well, I don't know, because you wouldn't allow Will Smith to be on BET.
Who?
You.
Nah, that's where he belongs.
Great point.
That's where he belongs.
You wouldn't do it.
BET is a legendary enough platform to allow our legends to make fools of themselves. Like, there's plenty of time to let Will Smith go up and live out his midlife crisis.
Yeah.
We'll do it right before commercial break. It'll be like it never happened.
Yeah.
We got time for that shit.
Yeah. And that it's just, I don't know, man. You wouldn't let Will Smith.
Yeah, I would.
You wouldn't want to be
if
around
I was
Will
BET
Smith.
coordinator, I would get Will and Jaden.
Ooh,
yeah.
Shit.
I'd be like, yo, make a hit together. Perform that shit. It's Father's Day.
Yeah, nah, but man, BET, I don't know what they need. If you give me some time, I could probably answer it in terms of like what show they need. If they need some
because you can't complain without a solution.
If they exactly.
That's catty.
Exactly. And maybe they don't need any type of baddies situation. They don't need that. But they
Joe Budden podcast.
On TV? Are you gonna go watch it though? Are y'all really gonna go and support it? Because BET has given us hits. Like Real Husbands of Hollywood.
That's a great show.
Funny than
That's a funny show. They need more of that shit. That shit's
They need a lot more of that shit.
Yeah,
exactly.
That
Even classics like The Game.
Or oh my God.
Come on.
Oh my God.
Come on.
I bet.
Reboot it. Bring it back. We need it. We need it.
Oh my God. I wish I had money to bet how much you love The Game. No, don't.
I
don't,
do.
Don't.
I do. What's up?
Wait, what is that? He already had
What's
125.
up?
Now, I was wrong. It was a $10 bill, so he's at 130. That's 150.
I only got
now.
one $10 bill.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna
150
count.
now.
We're gonna count it.
What's up?
For all the people listening in the morning, we're counting it. And we're about to head into
For all
this.
the people listening in the morning.
Oh my God.
Listen close.
Yeah, please motivate them to get some bread.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully you're on the way to get you a slice of that.
And some electrolytes. Get some Pedialyte too.
Yeah, a BioLite if you can.
Even in terms of like, bro, anything like why don't they create funny shows, like funny sitcom shows? Where are the black comedians that can write, that can make a show, which they're out there?
Lauren, can we Google newest BET shows? Let's see what they've tried.
Can we? You want to clap into it? What time is it?
Yeah, we can. Oh, because I also watched that new Tyler Perry Taraji P. Henson movie on Netflix.
I've heard things.
Steak or something like that?
Straw,
that shit.
I believe.
Yeah.
I've heard things about
Straw.
it.
What kind of things have you heard? Tell me after we introduce this.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Hey, America. Welcome back once again, time and time again, two of your most wanted here, LOI, the show. My name is Togu.
J Nobles, White Man on the boards.
Yep.
F Max somewhere better.
Yep.
We are here. Like the video, share, subscribe. By the way, comment down below your YLOIs, hashtag YLOI. Partner at the end of the show, we get to answer some of your questions.
Lauren, when we get to that segment of the show, please don't forget to remind me that we have some shit in the DM.
Okay, I got you.
Because, niggas might be forgetting, but yeah, shout out Leaky said some shit. But
yeah.
The Tyler Perry movie, well, hold on. Let's stick to this first. What are the newest shows that have come out of BET? Because we can't judge what we haven't been trying to tap into.
Miss Pat settles it. Welcome to Rap City. Divorce Sisters and
Divorce Sisters.
Divorce
Sisters is a hit.
Okay,
I haven't
even be honest.
seen it. Yeah, I know that's a hit. That's a genius concept.
I'm gonna be honest. They might need that, but it depends on the angle they're taking. Because every platform like this, you need a Sex in the City. You need a group of slutty women.
If you want to be honest, BET was doing perfectly fine with their original programming up until the internet really took shit over. And streaming, like that early, what was the decade where like T.I.'s Family Hustle show was out? I feel like
2011?
That's what I was thinking,
09.
2011. Nah. It ran for a couple years, so it might have been that time span. But whatever that time period was, nigga, BET was pretty much cooking.
First episode
but
was
once streaming really took over, because this was back where television was still relevant. Like niggas was still going down, sitting down, busting out the TV, going, all right, what's on $2.99? That's Nickelodeon. All right, let me see what's going on. But streaming in YouTube, that shit just eventually became king. And so, you know what I mean? When you build a sandcastle, shit could be crazy. It could have 11 floors, hidden dungeons and shit. But once the big wave come over and take it over, it's
so
wet.
why has Adult Swim survived all this anarchy and all these
What do you mean
changes?
Adult Swim survived?
Adult
Well, they had
Swim,
Rick and Morty.
Yeah, but
they were also
They had
niche enough that like they're still their own thing.
Yeah.
in terms of Adult Swim,
Yeah, in a
like it's
way.
completely separate from reality of like
in a way, it's
Yeah.
like a very niched,
But-
cult like follow based thing already that like remains its thing. It's almost like it's a Patreon.
But you want to know what they didn't stop doing? They didn't stop trying new things.
They damn sure didn't.
Nah,
They didn't stop trying new things, and that's
what makes Adult Swim Adult Swim. It's
But-
like they go for the oddball shit that would never get greenlit at any other studio. Adult Swim says yes to the bitches in the Will Smith video.
Exactly. And BET was doing that to a certain extent. Like even with 106 in Park, didn't MTV have something similar to a 106 in Park? It just wasn't two people standing.
Yeah, they had TRL.
I think everybody tried
TRL,
to
all that.
Everybody tried to
most
replicate.
channels try to replicate that formula.
And so
it's genius.
And so let's even say with that, like how original were they in the beginning? But it was still amazing. But they even back then they wasn't really doing new shit.
But
besides the
were.
game.
They had a mad
besides
shit.
the
What
game.
you mean, dog?
Oh, you talking about BET?
BET.
Oh, okay.
Well, who was doing innovative new shit?
Nah, they had a bunch of shit.
When you think
all
about
those
it,
sitcoms were popping at the same time. Like the Parkers and all them shits.
Yeah, they was
all them
popping.
shits was going.
Let's look up
Girlfriends was
BET.
going.
The
Like, all them
reruns
shits-
was going
all
insane.
the shits was going at the same time.
Can we look up BET sitcoms? I mean, look,
Yeah, great
I'm just
ones.
saying, man.
House of Pain. They had the Jared Carmichael show too, right? Or was that a different channel?
That's a different channel.
That was a different. What was that?
It's on Tubi now. That's where I watch it. But it's
well.
okay. House of Pain. I liked it. I watched it, but I didn't enjoy it. I watched it though.
So you enjoyed it enough?
No. I didn't like it.
You watched it out of hate?
I didn't watch it out of hate. I watched it out of like
survival.
I'm black, and this is what they're making me do.
Nah.
But I love being black. That's why I watched it. And that's probably why most people watched it. Let's be honest. It's House of Pain, dog. Come on.
House of Pain.
Dog. It wasn't once
hold
that
on.
kid got taller and a little less fat. I mean, what's the point?
House of Pain wasn't funny, but it was interesting to look at.
It was supposed to be funny.
Nah.
Everything is supposed to be funny on a black television.
For a certain age demographic. But if you don't hit that mark, you really just there for like the lighting.
What show on BET isn't funny? That's all they sell is funny black shit. They don't sell serious black shit.
They got How to Get Away with Murder.
That wasn't on BET. They bought it later. They did.
Are you sure?
They bought it later.
Are you? What did it come out on originally?
Probably ABC. Let's look that up. Or No, it wasn't Freeform.
Are you sure?
Yeah, they bought it later.
How to Get Away
Actually, look that up.
with Murder. Yeah, my Dukes used to love that shit. And what was that other show where the black lady was a
ABC.
politician?
Yeah, they bought it later, which is a good buy.
What was the show when the black lady was a politician? She was fucking a white dude?
You're talking about
Scandal or something like that? Is that the one?
Scandal.
Where did that come out on?
I don't remember.
Let's see.
What do you think? She was fucking a white man.
Black Entertainment Television.
ABC.
God
ABC.
damn it, ABC got a stronghold on this.
ABC. That's what I'm saying, dog. So it's like all of these. There's, like I said, there's no serious show on BET. It's all black funny shit, dog. It's black funny shit.
Tyler Perry got some dramas out. Tyler Perry has some soap operas. That's what he's good for.
His shit is normally too alike though. It's not much like deviation from the formula from that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Point being,
is
run of the mill, but the mill that they're running is a serious note.
Yeah, but the
It
mill,
be domestic violence.
the mill doing the same shit over and over. Eventually,
it be divorce.
People don't like to be the same place all the time. Eventually, you move. The problem with the mill being the same thing is you normally don't attract more people.
Nigga, whatever the fuck that means.
All I'm saying is like,
I love it.
You probably don't. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
I don't disagree with your point because I don't understand it.
But I love it.
I'm saying,
I think he beat you off of that.
He definitely, thank God that you tagged him in because you was about to lose this whole shit. Yeah, shout out Lauren, came in to save the day. But you're right. In a way that I can't prove that you're wrong in. I don't disagree. And it's like the more I'm talking about it, the more I understand it. But ultimately, there was a point in time where BET was serviceable. There was a point in time when niggas watched BET. Wasn't no complaints. You just sat down.
Yes.
You ate your popcorn with your hot sauce. You was probably with your mom because niggas don't just be willingly watching BET. And you enjoyed yourself.
Do you think other stations finally started to accept our shit more, or accept, or did they become so much part of the culture themselves because black culture is big that we start to see similarities in other shows that reflect our culture, so we like naturally branch out?
Yeah, it's all natural.
Like
and BET, they dropped the ball.
I think ABC realized that, like, yo, a lot of black women have degrees.
Because there's black shows on other networks that were great. You know what I'm saying?
ABC is a democratic
My
network.
Wife and Kids.
What they come out on? CW?
Something like that.
Fucking, one of them fucking...
Yeah, My 28 or something.
Yeah. Wow. Never heard of that.
Shit. Never
My 28.
My 28 TV.
Oh, do they got like
It's
a
like
blue?
a blue,
Is there blue in that logo? Yeah.
It first aired on ABC. Yeah, that also
amazing.
first aired on ABC.
Yeah. ABC is one of the first channels ever, though.
Yeah.
So it's like you're gonna compare BET to ABC.
Okay, no, we're not doing that, but
that's what we've been doing.
Well, not necessarily, because in terms of just
they started channels,
the content they
CBS.
produce,
Okay.
the content they produce, right?
Yeah.
they realized,
You said BET is owned by CBS?
Subsidiary of Paramount Global CBS Entertainment Group.
That's hot.
I was trying to see if it was ABC that they were part of, but no, it's CBS. I think.
But what was you saying?
The type of content that and calling TV shows content.
Yeah.
But the type of content ABC has, it is very, I don't know, it can feel performative. Did y'all like Grownish?
I thought that was a good show.
Grownish was cool.
Grownish was cool?
Yeah, Grownish was cool.
Yeah, Grownish was cool. Yeah.
What about Blackish?
Better.
Yeah, better.
I've watched Grownish, but I haven't watched Blackish, and I probably should.
You skip Blackish and went straight to Grownish?
You gotta go to
because
Grownish
I always
first.
thought Blackish was corny. I thought Blackish was corny.
You couldn't even truly appreciate Grownish.
Blackish was funny.
You can't even truly appreciate Grownish.
And that was also
You got to see Blackish first.
Yeah.
Because it literally builds the world that they live in. So when you there, it makes so much fucking sense.
Well, it kind of already makes sense. Like, she comes from a wealthy family. It's probably quirky dad.
But certain shit that you would be like, yeah. Like certain shit that would kind of turn you off about it was built up. So the fact that it wasn't always that and then it built up to that, you accept it. As opposed to just coming in and seeing like, well, okay. She's black and proud and shit. Shout out to that. You're a hater.
Oh, it's a reason why she's black and proud?
Yeah. She grew up with a black proud family, dog. They beat that shit in every episode. It's teaching morals. But
I do wish a show
good.
Blackish first aired on BET though.
Why though?
I wish that's where it first took place because I think that would make BET. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that.
Blackish came out on ABC too?
Yeah.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying.
Yo, we know what the B stand for.
Because it's our shit.
Yeah.
It's ours. It's ours.
What's ours? Anthony Anderson?
Yeah.
He belongs to BET.
Yes, nigga. He belongs. And 𝙲𝙻𝙰𝚃, whatever the fuck her name is.
I think that's as close to like
𝙲𝙻𝙰𝚃.
we're all gonna get on the top of our head. Because I was like Wallace Sadiq. I was like, how you say that shit?
𝙲𝙻𝙰𝚃.
Yeah.
That
Fire.
woman. 𝙲𝙻𝙰𝚃. Yeah, sorry. 𝙲𝙻𝙰𝚃.
See, but it was cool. Like we all just accepted that was as good as it's going to get.
But
I ain't have nothing for you.
But this is what I'm saying though. Like BET is dropping the ball, and I don't know. I have no idea how that business works. If somebody is in that world, please tell us. Because I know there's a lot of times it's bidding wars. It can be bidding wars on scripts.
I feel like you're hating on these niggas.
BET? Nah, the conversation really shifted because I loved BET, but then I really started thinking about,
like you kind of
they wasn't really,
right?
It's like, was they really anything or was they the only thing? Like, if they're the only option to turn into.
If they were the only thing, that is something. That's a lot. First Indian over the hill. There's a reason nobody tried it before.
And of course you said Indian.
That's the phrase.
That is the phrase.
Yeah.
Well,
and it depends on what history you read.
Like,
they say some of the first original Native Americans were actually black people.
That is true.
The blue man and shit. Yeah, you know what I mean? So it just all depends on what tribe you subscribe to.
Yeah.
But regardless, the fact that they exist is important in essence. Even though
you think so?
Even though if you watch the Boondocks episode about BET, where they kind of spoofing what's probably the real shit, evil Illuminati kind of thing going on, a black conglomerate. Yeah, cocoa butter conglomerate. Yeah. But that's fucked up. It definitely don't want none of that shit in my black entertainment.
Look, but
is that ABC too? Like, is that, and not to say that excuses what they do, even though it sounds like that's the argument I'm making, but just out of genuine curiosity, like,
if everybody's doing it,
is everybody doing it? Is it okay? Because if everybody's doing it, that makes it even worse. But
I forgot that's what it was.
Is this how all these entertainment networks are ran? Is it evil across the board?
Yes. Duh.
But don't just say duh, because give me a name. Like I get why, because it feels correct.
It's
but
power.
You know for sure.
Look, these are institutions.
Conglomerates.
You know what I mean? Conglomerates. But like institution, but like ABC is an institution. Like they were the first channel.
Well,
like
one of them.
One of them, but like nigga, they probably damn near run the world, and we don't even know. They probably everything
they run
that
television, dog. They have all the best black shows,
nigga. They influence us more than BET. What? And maybe you're right. Like, I'm okay with everything being evil, but I want black evil.
Sinners.
I don't want white evil.
Yeah, fuck Satanism, nigga.
Nigga, what?
Hoodoo.
Yes. Voodoo.
Yeah.
Ashe.
Yeah.
Nigga, but you know, it's.
You doing some good research?
I was just checking some shit. It was like when they began.
Yeah, when they began. NBC and CBS was definitely one of the first couple of joints. Any of those, like those 5, maybe 4 famous 3-letter ones.
Yes.
ABC, NBC, CBS.
They own cereal brands.
The first channels ever.
They own cereal brands. They own like dishware brands, like shit you don't even know.
Yeah.
Like that's how
it said ABC was third, my fault. NBC, CBS, and then ABC.
Between these 3 major commercial television networks, I mean, there was still other networks I think that came before these.
Yeah, but the first major joints.
These 3, these the major ones. These first 3 or NBC first. Fuck it, I can't smoke.
Because before you get like a certain kind of antenna, gave you access to a certain kind of content.
Yeah,
no, I mean it was just a lot of static, a lot of infomercials. A lot of shit shut off at like 12 o'clock. There was a point in time where like TV used to just cut to static.
Exactly.
At 12 o'clock.
And it turns back on.
Jay Leno would go, and then TV was over.
Yeah. That's crazy.
That's kind of cheating because you're literally the last thing to ever get watched. Like the first thing that's ever on in the morning is gonna have a lot of views.
Yeah.
And midday, whatever the fuck, and then like that evening time. But the last shit ever on TV.
Yeah.
Like there's some niggas who don't even care about the show. They just need to see something, and this is it. This is the only thing on at 12 o'clock. Then life is over. So I'm gonna watch Jay Leno.
What is Jay Leno?
He's a TV show host. I mean, late night talk show host.
You ever seen Jay Leno?
Yeah.
I've seen Jay Leno, and I know
him,
but like, what is he?
He, from what I've heard, he's kind of an asshole.
It was late night TV.
Yeah.
He was the guy who was like, yeah, I fell on a golf club and, half my face is bruised now.
Yeah.
And people were saying it was probably a gambling debt.
He's a wild dude, though. Like
but he was the original, the Howard Stern of his era.
Nah, he wasn't the original. He was just one of the first. He was big. He was definitely huge for his time period. But then Conan came in and took his spot.
I was about to say,
but it was it was a weird war between them niggas. Like they was like, Patrick CC did a whole YouTube video essay thing on YouTube about that shit, and he was like going through the story. I don't remember all the details of it, but apparently like Jay Leno was doing phenomenal.
Yeah,
the ratings was where they were supposed to be, and the show was just it was in its stride. It wasn't at its peak, but it was still doing very good. And Conan used to come on right before. Conan would come on at 11. Yeah. Jay Leno had the coveted spot, and then the network just believed in Conan. Like they just kind of wanted Conan to be the guy. And so like they kind of ushered him up in that spot. They told Jay Leno like, hey, essentially you got like a couple more years left and then you got to go. And then the time came by. He was still doing good. He was like, damn, I feel like I'm being punished for success.
Yeah.
But, clearly y'all want this guy to come in. So he came in. And it was like some weird back and forth shit because I think Conan had it, then it went back to Jay Leno. It was some stupid shit. But
Conan is talented.
In the midst of all that, they said Jay Leno was on a lot of whole niggery.
Yeah.
Whole niggery. Like he was just acting like,
Yeah. When you're the king for
he was clawing for his life.
When you were the king for so long, it's hard to like put that crown down. Like
they said it went from Jay Leno to Conan O'Brien back to Jay Leno. Yeah, see, that's what I was saying. He can't it was some weird shit that happened. And so Conan O'Brien eventually went to like what, TBS?
Yeah.
Where he is right now. But he was originally on that shit because of that whole Jay Leno was hoeing, and I forgot the network that they was on. It was one of them big joints. They was hoeing too. It was just a weird hoeing situation. It was just a bunch of sluts. Hollywood.
It was the Tonight Show.
Hollywood is scandalous, dog. Hollywood is.
I think it was NBC, right? Because it was the Tonight Show.
NBC?
I believe so.
Probably. I'll take your word for it.
I'm telling you, man, Hollywood gets disgusting, man.
Yeah, immigrant. Our culture better than us.
You better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
He had to pass the test. See? Good shit, Lord. But
yeah.
I don't know how we started talking about Jay Leno.
And a multitude of different discussions.
So the BET
and trying
to make shit like figure out what's
none of them niggas got shit on Kevin Hart. I think Kevin Hart can take everybody's job. I was watching that because I've been through like ebbs and flows with Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
I never lost respect for him and what he does, but there was a point in time, like I remember as a young nigga, like I don't know, maybe like 13, 12, whenever like them first like I'm a grown little man or whatever the specials was,
Laugh
like
at
those
My Pain.
Laugh at My Pain, the coveted ones. I remember back in them times, this nigga being funny as shit. Like you would literally go to the bus stop and be talking with the homies and like we all just bullshitting, saying the jokes back because everybody seen that shit. He's actually the reason that my mom let me say nigga, like around her. Like it became a part of my accepted vocabulary.
I'm trying to think of my favorite one. My fault. It was seriously funny. But go
You're
ahead.
good. But I was 13 years old.
Seriously fun. What is it?
I was 13 years old. And
Kevin Hart?
Yeah, Kevin Hart. I was 13 years old. And that special that came out where he had that one joke where he was like, I forgot how that shit went, but he said nigga like a bunch of times. He was like, nigga. It was one of those. I forgot the joke, but back in the day, I used to say that shit so well. And like I could like just like I would crack my mom up all the time saying that shit. She would allow me to say nigga just so I could get that moment off. And then it just became natural. I just started saying nigga when I wasn't saying the joke. But I've already like primed her for me saying nigga around her. So she's like, fuck it.
Damn,
and then it just became a thing.
I heard an R in that last one.
Nah. You heard the Pedialyte.
It doesn't. It
the
just
Pedialyte. You know what I mean? I'm overhydrated.
That is the beauty of comedy in that.
In 2013, he did Let Me Explain, so maybe it was that one.
Yeah, it might have been. So I was 13 years old. Yeah.
It allows you to just like get off some of the like just things that are like you're born with, the demons you're born with.
Yeah.
Like that thing that makes you want to just topple some shit over. You see a Lego castle, you nigga just throw that shit around.
The thing about comedy is it's like deep down, we're all cruel. Like we all have a cruelness about us, but that shit ain't socially acceptable. You can't just walk around being a fucking curmudgeon.
Yeah.
But comedy allows you to be playfully cruel.
Yeah.
To where you get that shit off, but everybody knows that you don't mean it. Even though you do, but you don't.
Yeah.
And it's just that, it's that.
Real observations that aren't that serious to you, but like are funny things to consider.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Precisely.
Exactly, Lord.
Yeah.
You funny as shit, dog. Nigga understands.
Yeah.
But
what else has been happening this week?
There's been a lot of shit that's been happening. Let's get into.
I know there's like.
I'm literally gonna look at this note. I'm gonna fucking choose. Go to Mama Bear. This is fucking interesting.
Mama Bear.
Yeah, go to Mama Bear. So let me remember who this was again. Waka Flocka Flame. He's back in the news with more of his philosophical contemplations. Like, you know, certain niggas you could tell they just be home thinking. They be at home thinking. And then as soon as they get on these podcasts, these interviews, they're like, yo, like listen to what the fuck I've been working on.
Yeah.
Like, watch this. Just play it. Waka Flocka is talking about if he would say if his wife and his child were in danger, who would he save? Run it.
All right. That's what you're talking about?
Yeah.
On a boat in the middle of the ocean with your wife and your child, and it's still a young child. Both of them get lodged into the water.
My wife.
You're going to save your wife?
Yeah.
Why?
It's my wife.
Period? That's it?
I love my wife before I love my child. How could I choose my child over something or someone that created you? I come respectfully. I gotta make another one. Cause I can't make I cannot make the same woman I love. It's impossible.
It's impossible.
Like you can't play with love.
Scenario. You're on.
Kids are expendable.
Yes.
Like,
yeah. Well,
y'all are in love, so I really want to hear what you niggas got to say. But like the way he framed it, it makes sense. It just sounds cruel. Like a kid hasn't really had a life, you know what I mean? Like they still developing, they haven't had a chance. Like your wife,
you could ask.
Your wife is Waka Flocka's wife. She made it. She lived a good life. Nigga.
Yeah.
Went from nigga.
And you would think he wouldn't want to give her anything more.
He is rubbing his foot on your dog. I was thinking about that too. I was like, if this was my dog, would I be offended? And I settled with yes, but clearly Lauren's a cuck.
Nigga, I had no idea. I'm looking at the screen. I'm like, I was in my own zone. Nigga.
What you talking
He's
about?
still going,
I
too.
looked at the screen. I said, this nigga is waxing on, waxing. I started looking to the side like, is that happening in real life?
And she liked that shit, too. Look at
This
her.
nigga is actually doing that
Look at her.
shit.
She looking pancake.
She know what to do when the real dog behind it.
Stop flirting with his dog. This is bestiality, nigga.
But what was
Only
your question?
white women are supposed to fuck dogs.
No, you can. Jesus. That was saying, nigga, you can answer the question too. Who would you save?
Ooh, that's tough. That's tough. I think I would save the kid.
I honestly don't know.
Wait, why can't I save both? Like, why can't I die just like her?
Exactly.
Go without me.
This is why. Oh my God, R.I.P. Kobe, because he would answer this in such a way. It's like, well, if we're drowning, I can swim, so I can get both of them with a life raft, and just be on the side like Leonardo or some shit. Like he would say something like, what did he say about the eggs? Like, I never got the whole don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah,
because you could just go get new eggs. And it's like, Kobe, that's not the whole point of the hypothetical. It's,
No, but that's Kobe.
Exactly.
Yeah. Kobe can go get more eggs.
He can do that.
Yeah. He's got veracity.
He can do that.
Nigga.
Tenacity. Yeah.
Like even when Mike Beasley, when he introduced himself as no.
Whoa.
That's your fault. Hold on, dog. You warmed up for that shit. You sent the mixed signals, nigga. She was like, oh shit, I thought it was that kind of fun. You better go lick your balls. She owes you. You serenaded ass, nigga. She's gonna go finish the job.
She don't have $20 bills in her pocket.
Hey Lauren, you raised a good girl. You raised a goer. But yeah.
Nah, don't come. Just stay there, bitch.
Oh, she really gonna let you down.
About to go.
She really gonna let you down, nigga.
nigga.
Yeah, stop flirting with him. Bitch. You
Hey,
weird.
controlling, nigga. Hey, hold her while I'm done, while I finish.
She's in heat.
Hey, man.
Bitch patting the tongue. But
Must have some catnip.
besides 20 dogs, what was we talking about? Oh, I would save the kid. I think I would save the kid. I think I would save the kid, but
I get Walker's theory.
I understand it. That's what's making it hard to answer.
How old are we? I don't know if I would save my 60-year-old wife.
That's a good ass point.
I don't know if I would do that because my kid will probably be, I don't know, like let's just say 14. Like we had kids late. Let's just say.
That's not possible.
All right, well, even if they're 20, it doesn't matter. They're still young.
They'd be at least 30 or 40, dog.
It doesn't matter. We had kids. You don't know what the fuck.
You're not having a kid. So if you have a 16-year-old at 60.
No.
40 something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, that's not happening.
At 44?
That's not
possible.
happening. You ain't gonna have it still.
That's not.
Nah.
That's very possible.
It's possible.
Your girl. They eventually lose the ability.
Oh, you talking about, yeah.
It gets harder and harder the older they get.
No, but that's still possible. That's possible.
So you're just gonna have a miracle, goofy, retarded
It's
baby?
possible. It's not even a miracle at that point, bro. It's possible, dog. Yeah. In fact,
it gets unlikely that later in
your
age
kid's scoliosis is gonna be worse than yours if you have that motherfucker at 45.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. That nigga.
That's not true.
He's gonna be born like a silly string.
Not really, because he's gonna be prime. Like we're gonna be in our prime. He's gonna be a prime baby.
You're not gonna be in your prime at 45.
If you have a kid, yes, a woman can have a baby at 44, but it's important to understand that it's considered an advanced maternal age pregnancy, meaning the chances of conception and successful pregnancy are lower and the risk are higher. So
that's what I'm saying.
The baby can
high risk,
bumped.
This is high risk, low reward.
Yeah, while it's still possible, it's also possible to have a healthy pregnancy.
High risk, high risk, high reward, nigga. You get a baby at the end.
Because the baby, even if it's born, is saying could be born with some defects.
But it's also possible to have healthy and.
But the baby
is also possible.
Your baby's gonna be defected, nigga. That nigga gonna have
my baby is
loose bones,
perfectly
nigga.
Fine.
What are you talking about?
My baby's gonna be taller than your baby.
Our kid is gonna be.
My baby's gonna be taller than your baby.
Our kid is gonna wear this. Both of our kids are gonna wear the same.
Yeah, you said our kid. I'm like, what you mean?
Yeah, whoa. LOI's our kid, nigga. That's as far as it gets for me.
I was like, oh, no.
That's as far as it gets for me.
Double down and said it twice too. I said, Tony, he's trying to tell you something, brother.
Okay,
he's pregnant. Come here. The nigga's pregnant.
Come here. Yeah. Yeah. Come here.
Oh, he's trying to get back at you.
Oh, wait.
That's she don't want you no more.
Nah,
nigga.
she right here. Come here.
She don't take rejection. Ooh. Nigga, sing a Mariah Carey song for her.
Bitch got confidence in the last 5 minutes I've seen her.
She don't need you, nigga.
She got some
To
self-respect.
the left, to the left.
Okay.
Everything she owned.
Well, let's see what self-respect get her.
Probably a lot.
With a little root.
But y'all haven't answered the question. I think I'm gonna save the kid.
Likewise.
Definitely depends on how old we all are. But I think in most circumstances, I'm betting on you.
Yeah.
It depends.
I feel like
though,
that's
man.
part of what we wanted anyway. We was doing this for him and him or her anyway.
Nah,
Because you know what's even harder than having a kid that's as cool as the kid that you already have, especially if you really love him, is like
having another one.
Oh no, what's even easier? Like I'd rather that's easier than going out and finding a cool stepmom.
What?
I said that backwards.
No,
Finding a cool stepmom is easier than replacing a cool kid. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, I had the thought was still formulated.
Absolutely
but I can
not.
go find a cool stepmom.
You can make
But
another
making another kid like that,
Tony.
like you gotta understand. Even if I did it again with the same woman, I had a little brother for him. That nigga could be a complete square. Like it could turn out completely different.
But Tony, you've already did that. Like you've already Yeah, in the sense that
what the fuck you mean?
In the sense that when you have a baby, a billion die. So it's not like you're crying over the million that you lost in the process of that one making it through. You can make another baby. In fact, you can make a lot more. Way more cooler ones.
But you don't like
So
all
it's
your
not-
kids the same.
Yes, but it's not. What if the new one you make is better? Like, what if what if he's smarter because you know, like, oh, I'm gonna do it to her a little bit harder. Maybe it gets, maybe that energy just get transferred into him.
Nigga, if the new one was better, that would be fucking dope. But what are the odds that that's gonna happen?
Very high.
It's 50-50.
Are you gonna raise him any different?
It's 50. No, I'm gonna do the same thing, but you gotta understand.
No, you're gonna do better because you know what you did. So now you can move. It was like, oh, I wish I would have had like more time to change that. But now you do.
Nah, it's not.
You can make another baby.
It don't always work the same way. It don't always work the same way. Soil seeds adapt to the soil that they're in. If you dig into a bunch of red clay and try to plant an oak tree, you're gonna be shit out of luck.
Yes.
But if you put it into some manure, like some cow shit, some horse shit, then it's just some regular dirt, got some earthworms in it.
Yeah.
Fertilized. You planted that, it's the same seeds, but the product is so much better.
But you gotta
It's so much better. Now I don't control all the soil.
Yes, you do.
I plant the seed. No, you gotta understand.
You do control the soil
Not
because
all ovaries
the soil
are the same.
Some are red clay.
Thank you.
That's not true. First of all,
And some are shitty manure.
Yeah.
the soil acclimates to the seed, not the other way around, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's not
How?
Because it's like the
Your
seed,
horticulture teacher
the seed
was racist.
Yeah.
So she taught you the wrong shit on purpose, nigga. That's not true.
No, nigga. There are some plants that can grow anywhere, and we know that. Like, there's plants that can grow anywhere. So
weeds grow everywhere.
Yeah, and all the weed is just a plant you don't like. That's literally the definition.
Ugly plant.
It's and for those of you that don't know, a weed is just a plant that you don't like. So you can consider it a weed. Both the seed and the soil play crucial role. Okay, Lauren, what the fuck was this for? Nigga,
come on.
We don't need facts right now.
Nah,
But the
see, that's
soil,
the problem
fuck
with you.
that.
That's the
the
problem with
soil
you.
primarily helps the seed to germinate and grow. So the soil is doing
The
it.
soil. The soil is pivotal,
The
dog.
seed itself provides
The potential
hold on. The potential for a new plant.
Yeah.
But the soil of the
Keep reading. No, and read it with the same level of
soil
enthusiasm,
offers the
nigga.
necessary-
Now put some jazz on it,
It
nigga.
doesn't. The whole point.
No,
The
read it
whole
out
point.
loud.
Hold on. The
Read it
whole
out
point.
loud.
The whole point
The
of this.
seed itself
The whole point of this
provides the potential for a new plant, but the soil offers the necessary. You did that side
No,
your
I
head.
know.
The soil offers the necessary conditions for that potential to be realized.
The whole point of this
the
was
potential
to
is
make
never realized
the whole point
without
of
the
this.
soil, my nigga.
The whole point of this was to connect
You got
the
on this
soil.
safari gear for no reason.
The whole point of this was there's no
like one of them bug catcher Pokemon hunters.
there's no
like he put lightning
You ever
bugs
played
in
the
a
game?
water bottle.
You ever played the game? They got a little bug catcher.
yeah
niggas on
the
shit?
game that you explaining right now. That shit crazy. But
hey, you look just like one of them niggas, bro. Hold on, I gotta pull it up for him.
Pull it up, dog. Roast what you look like, boy? What you look like?
Hold on.
What's that main nigga name? You look like Pokemon Go, huh?
That shit crazy.
Hey, Lauren.
Why you look like this nigga right here, man?
Lauren,
shit.
Why you look just like these niggas?
You look like that.
That's your ass right now, nigga.
Does he got a tote bag? Does he carry a tote bag?
Hey, I didn't think I could fake laugh this good.
That shit's good, bro.
Yo, that shit is funny,
damn.
dog. He got you.
I'm actually starting to really laugh. This shit's stupid.
Nigga, that shit had me dying just now looking at you.
Nigga.
You look crazy right now.
What's wrong with you, dog?
Yo, y'all be wearing y'all socks the same too.
Nigga, I went for this look on purpose. I'm pulling it off. Look, man. What
where you going? Where you going next?
Where are you going after this?
What Love say? Hey man, I'm feeling black right now. I'm feeling black.
I get it. AJ's lawn is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
AJ's lawn is crazy. That is how you should dress to walk through AJ's grass.
And to your example,
like you about to do it.
Like you about to chop some of them shits. You got a machete with you.
But to your example,
you got prehistoric weeds.
You know, we kind of got off track, but I would
soil, nigga.
The soil, meaning you control the soil. Like if you have a baby with a woman, you know, Patrice was like, I mean, you got a baby with her, you own half of her. You know, it's like you control the soil and you can have another baby dog. It's just I would have to save my wife if we were under the age of 45, maybe.
How old does your baby have to be?
That doesn't matter. I don't think that matters. I think it's the age of her because that
6-month-old baby, you gonna watch it drown?
For sure.
You don't mean that shit. You never had a kid.
I haven't.
10-year-old child.
But a 6-month-old baby probably.
Watching a baby drown has got to be graphic.
But probably a 6-month, I'm connecting the 6-month-old baby to my young wife.
Well, what about a 10-year-old child?
That loves you. Like 6-month-old baby, it is visually cruel.
It's not even.
But with the 10-year-old, like especially
that's a person.
It's a person, and if it's your son, he probably thinks that you're the coolest nigga to ever live. Like you are Hancock in this nigga's eyes, and he's probably the only nigga besides you that believes that.
How old is he?
So you can't get rid of your only disciple. 10 years old. He's still at that age to where like his friends, they matter, but you're still the coolest nigga in the world.
10 years old. Could you swim I think I could swim at 10 years old. Though.
It's not about that. It's about like, say like
I couldn't.
He gets shot in the leg, in the foot. He's in the water, he's drowning. He'll be okay if you get him. Like it's just like a flesh wound.
The same thing happened to my wife?
Both shot in the foot.
Oh yeah.
The bullet ricocheted off
off
her foot, hit him in the ankle. Both popped.
So I can only save one.
Yeah, only save one. And that's it. You gotta watch the other
10
one
is still
float away.
honestly, man, 10 is still kind of young.
It's young as shit.
It's still kind of young, and I think I would really love my wife. I think I would really love her. It's hard, man. It's hard, but the idea of nigga, I can make another baby.
I get it.
That you can't like.
And if you have kids, in the comments, please put your 2 cents in. Put your WIC, your child support, anything financial tied to children that you could put into this.
And real quick, if you're in the live chat, swipe over and put it in the regular comments because that shit is gonna go away.
Because I think a lot of I agree, or not agree. I believe that y'all believe this. But I think beliefs can change based off circumstances.
For sure.
Because from what I've heard about having a child, it's like the way it's described to me is that it's like it's a love that you didn't know existed until you made a kid. Because it's not available in that capacity anywhere else in the world.
You talking about the imposter nigga?
Imposter nigga.
What's that? The 4 dudes that pull pranks?
I don't know what you're talking about.
No, it definitely wasn't them niggas. It was like I'm talking about like somebody in my family told me this shit too.
Yeah,
and I've heard somebody else like with similar sentiments. Oh, I even heard Dave Chappelle say some shit similar.
Yeah,
but and like the way my mom described it, she was like having a kid for the first time is like having your heart outside of your body. It's like that shit is a piece of me that's fucking vital, and that shit's just out in the fucking world. Like I'm constantly worried about that shit, especially when they're young and shit.
Well,
when they're children. They can't really defend for themselves as well as they are when they're 16 and getting on your fucking nerves. See, then that's when the whole shit flip. As soon as you can start talking back, it's like, all right, I kind of, This nigga's more like my kidney stone outside of my body. It's like, he cool, but niggas is annoying. But yes, I think that there is a level of love that isn't accessible until you cross that threshold, until you become a papa.
I do believe.
Shout out, it's Father's Day too. Shout out to all the Padres watching this shit.
Yes, it's Father's Day. Shout out to all the fathers. It's no fathers here. Thank God.
Thank fucking God.
Yeah, nah, man. It's a lot of professional misses that have happened just amongst me. I don't know about y'all life, but
nigga.
Yeah,
I've had some shots.
Yeah,
I had some shots to where we had to you had to take some measures.
I was too good of a shooter.
Too streaky of a shooter, nigga. That's what it was.
Oh, okay.
That shit just streaked out. I was like, oh shit. Fuck. No, we about to go.
Tony don't got no control.
Nah, I got plenty of control now.
Y'all got no control.
Yo, I got plenty of control now. Yeah, I got plenty. Yeah, fuck out of here.
Wait,
I actually have no control. You're right. Let's run with that. Let's run with that. Let's run with that. Let's set the expectations low. I like that.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing out there for you. I'm Steve. You want in that shit.
Yeah, nah.
But
you're so
pussy.
Yeah.
That's where we were.
Let's talk about this, right?
Saving yours. It's more important than your kids.
Yeah, it's way more. And that's why you save it. You don't want to save coochie.
Like, would you rather, put it this way, would you rather like your bread expire or your oven break down?
And the bread, if you choose the bread expiring, that means you would save the wife?
Yeah.
Exactly.
She's the oven.
She's the oven,
That's
nigga.
That's how you bake your bread.
Yeah, nigga, that's exactly. You can make.
But what if it's the most sweetest, delicious bread ever? Like, what if you're just so proud of that bread? It's like, yo, this bread has my face.
I made bread like this before.
This bread has my face. I couldn't make another loaf like this.
But you're born with the formula to make the bread. You just have to fix the oven.
Not all sperm cells are made equal though. Like, I feel like the very first one that hit, it's got to be one of your top dogs.
Only the strong survive, man.
No.
Exactly. And it was the first one. It was one of your top dogs. It might not be your toppest dog, but it's one of your top dogs. It's like ABC, NBC, CBS, all the first major channels. But I forgot how this was an analogy still, but I think just the fact I named three things, it makes sense. It's like pick your poison, nigga. Like, they don't all hit the same, but they're the top dogs. There is an alpha male though.
What if
you might have hit with the first one. You might not hit with that one until 4 nuts in. You never really know.
You never know though, because
especially you smoke grabber too.
The second shot, I know, and I'm pretty sure it saved me a couple instances too. Like baby just was like,
your shit was just poisonous.
All of it. This baby couldn't survive.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to help myself. And that's the thing, right? Damn, what was your analogy, right?
Oven or the bread. Or did I give you another one?
Yeah, what was you just saying?
Shit. I was talking about pussy.
Lauren, were you listening?
I was talking about pussy.
No, I was looking at what else was on the list.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Damn it.
But yeah, let's just move on to something else.
And I've been doing good with remembering shit.
Yeah, nah, man. I know.
I've been doing pretty good with that shit. I'm high. All right. Whoops. Sorry.
So there is.
Go to.
I was about to say, is it some funny shit?
Not really. It's kind of sad.
Let's get into it then.
Go to this nigga line.
Oh, this was on last week's?
Nah, there's been a lot of niggas lying. This is a different tall tale. But
shit.
Shout out to Shaq. He's an all-star. He's a legend.
Yeah.
Also an asshole. If you watch the way he critiques basketball, they're like, you can just pull up whole hate compilations of the nigga.
Yeah.
Shaq does as much good as much as like he was an asshole in his career. You know what I mean?
He tried to balance out all the angelic shit with as much evil as possible.
And vice versa. But it's like,
well, I don't think he's that bad, but I'm just going along with what you're saying.
But he is it's a lot of stories of Shaq being a dickhead.
Yeah.
And that's the thing.
There's a lot of footage of him being a dickhead. Like, it's not even just all just written word. It's you can watch it.
And I don't know if the locker room is real life, so I don't know if we can count that. But that does tell a lot of how you're treating people in the locker room. Even if it's cut off from like all of society. Like the locker room is just something else. A lot of weird shit just happens.
Maybe. But point being, right? I like that better. Point being, Shaq is an asshole, and there isn't a real reason for like why. Like you kind of just accept it.
Yes, there is.
Well, what's your theory?
He's 7 foot.
No, there's plenty of gentle giants.
No, but
there's plenty. Wemby is 9 inches taller than Shaq. Kindest nigga available. Kindest nigga available.
Wemby is
he's first team all kindness in the NBA.
Wemby is French,
so he should be an asshole.
No,
yeah,
but it's a mean asshole. It's like fucking guard him. Mwah.
That's like, not French.
Yes, that is.
That was Australian. You just did a French kiss at the end.
No, it's
do it again.
Fucking guard him.
You gotta take that hat off.
Yeah, I was saying
the hat is funny. What it is.
I was about to say, RP
it's
Steve,
making you sound outbackish.
RP Steve Irvin, but I am curious about this video because
Shaq goes on to say, okay. Shaq claims he has no emotions. Run it.
When Ernie,
no, I wasn't crying. First of all, I don't have emotions. I was raised by a drill, so I have allergies and my eye leaks a lot. So like right now it's leaking. So I was going like this. So of course when you have that moment, it makes it look emotional. I don't get emotional. I was raised where I'm not allowed to have emotions. I only cried 3 times. Grandmother's death, father's death, and sister's death. And not because I was sad, because I forgot to tell them thank you. I got to fulfill my grandmother's favorite wish. Being a high-level juvenile delinquent, she was the only one that didn't discipline me. Everybody disciplined me, I get in trouble. She'd be like, baby, it's all right. So one day, I said, Grandma, when I get rich, I'm gonna buy you a house. You know what she says? I want that house across the street. It wasn't no fancy shit like we lived in. It was a house across the street. I grew up in 100 Oak Street in Jersey City. She won in 93. Because the lady was over there, her shit was nice, it was manicured. So when I got some money, I knocked on the lady's door. I said, I want to buy your house. And she gave me a price, and I doubled her price, and I bought my grandmother her house. Bought her first car. I got to do things for them, but I never got to tell them thank you. So that's why I cry. It's not, bro, we live, we die, everybody has to die. I was raised by a guy that was so hard, you're not allowed to have emotion. Like, I'm sure you could understand this. What the f you looking at? Motherfucker, I know you're not looking at me. Shut up. What you crying for? I was raised like that.
You were crying.
What you looking at, nigga?
So
I'm gonna raise my kid like
just
that.
a couple of things. Like he said he only cried 3 times in his life. That's definitely not true. He's cried on camera more than 3 times. He cried when Kobe died.
Yeah.
He cried on the last episode of what is the show that him, Ernie, Charles Barkley, Kenny Smith is on? What do they call that? NBA?
Oh, Inside the NBA.
Inside the NBA?
Yeah.
Because, they're moving networks or something.
Yeah,
Something was happening
ESPN.
with the show. I forgot.
They're still on, though?
They're going to ESPN.
Yeah, but they've always
good?
been TNT, and it's no longer going to be a TNT thing, and they're not going to have NBA broadcasting rights the same way they do.
Yeah, it's going to be different.
So it's not the same thing. It's like, it's only been on TNT in a partnership with the NBA forever, so it's a big thing. It's a huge deal.
And because of that, on like one of the last broadcasts, he cried on camera. So it's like, it's just a couple of things. Like, one, this isn't something to be proud of.
What if we've seen him? What if those are 3 times we've seen him cry?
No. He said the 3 times that
he said he's cried.
And we just named 3 more times that he cried.
He said he has allergies, though.
Allergies, dog. That's what all big niggas that cry say. That's literally the line in every like movie, like, I'm gonna cry.
But also, what if this is the reason why?
Dust.
What if this is the reason why he was kind of an asshole? Like,
yeah, most niggas who repress emotions, especially the sad ones, they become dickheads.
Yeah.
Like, that's just the natural maturation process where you don't get rid of that feeling. You just become an asshole. You become unnecessarily aggressive because you won't be crying. Crying is really the key to kindness.
You think so?
It gets out all the negative. If sadness that gets repressed turns into anger.
Yeah,
because
but
after a while, you get agitated at the fact that you have bad feelings and there's nothing you can do about it. It's like having like an itch that you can't scratch. Like, it doesn't hurt, but after a while, it's like, okay, this shit is pissing me off. Like, there's nothing I can do about it. So you go from suffering to being spiteful, to being an asshole.
What if?
Because you're mad at your suffering.
What if
like crying
you
to
don't
me.
have to cry? Do you have to cry?
Play with
let's
play with I was about to say emotion. Play with some volume.
We up here, we work a lot. And I think a lot of times we take stuff for granted. Like, I don't talk to you guys as much as I need to. The fact that we're not going to be able to joke at his Hall of Fame ceremony. We're not going to be able to say, hi, I got 5, you got 4. The fact that we're not going to be able to say, if we would stay together, we could have got 10. Because you never know. Life is too short.
You hear that violin?
I never imagined nothing like this. I was thinking the other day, I've never seen anything
probably
like
get my
this.
bitch back now.
All the basketball idols that I grew up, I see them. They're old.
Nigga, that violin got my bitch back.
Yeah, she forgives you now.
Come here. Yeah.
You cool with that?
Ah, fuck.
Yeah,
She
don't
just
fuck with you,
uses
man.
me.
Yeah, she's a man eater.
God damn.
She had a loving father in her life, dog. She's not a slut. She knows her value.
Oh my God.
Good girl.
Glorilla.
But
Gorilla's her favorite.
Shaq was definitely very emotional in this clip. And this isn't what
Shaq.
It's just stupid. I think it's stupid that he thought that was a good thing, that he's not emotional.
Right.
How many times?
And it's obviously not true. We just pulled it up.
Should you have to cry?
He probably has like a real need for that shit, low key.
Like, should you have, like, in the sense that is crying the only way? Like, there's many different ways of like going from anger to normal. You can draw, you can, fucking box, you can go on a run, you can hoop. You
that
feel
just
me?
distracts. That doesn't.
It's not, but it's
doesn't heal.
Yeah, but
it distracts.
Nah.
Like
there
was a point in time. There was a point in time where if I was going through turmoil, I would go and I would hoop and I would feel better. But it's like it's for the moment because I got to like escape whatever I was going through. It didn't fix the issue.
But you didn't finish the process. Like you're trying to.
I didn't cry.
Yeah, no.
I forgot to cry.
That or you didn't talk to yourself about it. You know what I mean? Like you can talk to yourself about it, and maybe that's like the other way of crying.
Are you saying that you've never cried?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying.
What is the point that you're making? Because
I'm just trying to put out an idea of like, is crying the only way of letting it out?
Crying,
like sadness. You know what I'm
crying
saying?
all the time is like, okay.
Well, you can't say that.
No, I can't.
You can't say that.
I haven't yet. You started talking. Go ahead.
You said you can't crying all the time.
Crying all the time is crazy. Like if you're crying, if everything slightly upsetting makes you cry, that is like, okay, you having like an infant way of emotionally processing things. But it is okay as an adult human, especially as a dude, to cry. Because a lot of us were taught that like, that shit's not really acceptable. You got to kind of be solid. Yeah. And that like being solid, it gets you through shit, kind of, but it doesn't get you around it.
Yeah. But I'm saying though, why is crying the only way of getting it out? I don't think crying has to be the only way.
Some shit is beyond you, dog. Some shit is just beyond you. Like, other people's problems are so easy because you're not in it. So it's like, I could be going through something that you're not going through. You can see it so much clearer than me, even though like I might be able to like string together, okay, this is right. There's still a level of emotional attachment that I'm putting on things that you don't have. So you can have more of like a critical way of viewing this shit, right?
But empathy comes in though.
Well, yeah, but still it's like there's a delusional aspect when you're super close to it that is hard to get around, as opposed to an outside party that's like taking the data for what it is, and it's just like, okay, well, I mean, I get that that's how you feel, but this is kind of what is like, this is literally what's happening.
Yeah.
But
it's tricky, man. I mean,
if that same issue happened to you, you wouldn't have that same foresight.
Exactly.
It's hard to have that same level of clarity. So it's like,
I mean,
and emotions are real, nigga.
For sure.
When's the last time you cried?
Had to been a couple years ago.
Word?
Maybe like, wait, hold on. It's 2025. maybe like 5-6 years ago. Maybe. Probably 5-6 years ago.
Word?
Probably 5-6 years ago.
That's why you are who you are.
How?
Like you're a dickhead.
You're supposed to cry. How many times?
I think it's like
and let's be honest, and no joking.
How often do you clean out your septic
How
tank?
many times should you cry a year as a man?
How sad is your life?
Yeah.
Give me a number.
I don't think that matters.
It does.
You can have a
Why
happy,
would you be crying over nothing?
You can have a happy life and still feel sadness.
Well, are we talking about tears of joy?
No, nigga, I'm talking about.
Are we talking about like jubilation tears? Like that's different.
No.
If we want to count that as crying, then shit. I want to be crying all the next year.
I'm
nigga.
talking about tears of sorrow.
Oh,
fuck is you talking about?
Soaking. See, it depends, dog. There becomes like there's a certain age that you get to where everybody you know starts dying. Like your family members, some of your close partners. Like after a while, you're gonna have a tough year. It's gonna be like shit. Fred gone.
Okay.
Ted gone. Jason's still here.
Yeah.
Jason ain't gonna die.
Yeah.
Jason gonna cry when I die.
Yeah.
But like nigga, shit happens. Like AJ was perfect. Like everything was cool, but then like certain shit happens. Like RP the dogs.
Yeah.
That's some sad shit that like there's eventually gonna be a reason to cry.
Yeah.
There's eventually gonna be a reason. And it's okay to do so when it happens.
Who wrote the book on Stoicism? Marcus Aurelius?
I don't know. Maybe.
I know he's like the most renowned guy for that.
He's one of the main niggas brought up, but I don't know if we can accredit him with Stoicism. Look this up.
I don't know. This is LOI the show. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know shit.
So
the most famous is
Marcus Aurelius. See, we was
Did he ever?
We know
cry?
a little bit of something.
Look up Marcus Aurelius. Did he ever cry?
That's crazy.
Because if he didn't cry, and he wrote a book before Jesus was born, and it's still being talked about, then nigga, men shouldn't be crying.
But didn't he also fuck dudes?
That's the only. He was pansexual. He was a day walker.
It's like, we gonna do everything he did. Like,
I mean, what are you talking about? I mean,
there was one. He had a couple cool ideas. Yes, Marcus Aurelius, despite being you read it emotionally.
Ad-libbing it,
echoing me. Despite being a staunch Stoic philosopher, did experience and express sadness, including crying. While Stoicism emphasizes emotional control and acceptance of fate, it does not negate human emotions like grief. He reportedly cried at the death of his tutor during a court case where the plague was mentioned, and when learning of the... Can we go back a little bit? I can't see that word.
Hey, my fault.
Oh, yeah. And when learning of... I look retarded, nigga. And when learning of the destruction of Smirnoff by an earthquake, these instances demonstrate that even a Stoic philosopher could be deeply affected by painful experiences. So the best of us, like the niggas with the most emotional control.
Now let's look up if he was gay, like Tony said.
Yeah, that's important too. Or just put pagan. Marcus Aurelius pagan?
Pagan, yeah.
Because if he was pagan, he was
owl god.
Yeah. There's no evidence to suggest Marcus Aurelius was gay. Historical sources indicate he married Faustina, the younger. He might be worse. And while they had a large family, their relationship was likely more political than romantic. She was a cover-up.
Yes, like all politicians.
She was a cover-up.
All politicians have wives, but they do things. They have gay imaginations. Shout out to Barack.
There's no indication of same-sex relationships within his writings or by historians of the time. While Roman society was known for a wider range of sexual expression, I feel like they tickled the pen when they wrote that shit.
Nigga, wider range.
Wider range. It wasn't even just, like, it was everywhere.
I'm going to start using that.
They was rubbing dogs with their foot.
Yeah.
Trying to get some head. While Roman society was, I read that. There's no historical basis to clarify Marcus Aurelius is gay. However,
Gotcha. I knew you should have kept going. The people listening in the morning would have been like, "Oh, what?
Oh shit!" Niggas at home. I knew it. But yeah,
yeah.
Tyler Perry,
black.
Sexually expressive.
For sure.
Wide range. 2 hours. Real quick.
And was at the BET
I just want to run through the new movie, Straw.
I got you.
Do y'all mind, like, you know?
No, nigga, please tell me.
Hey, if you wanted to, if you was on the edge of your fucking seat waiting to see Tyler Perry's new hit, fast forward to the Wild Wise.
What I heard about it was that it was just another abuse.
Yo.
It was just another.
This is the most, Tyler Perry needs to like face the conjugation, dog. Like I think Tyler Perry needs to get put on trial.
You want to know what
what he does to black women?
You want to know what he said at the BET Awards?
What
he said? The first thing he said during his speech, he was like, "My mother was the first weapon I used."
Another good one.
That's what he said.
My mother was the first weapon I used.
My mother's hand.
My mother's hand was the first weapon I used.
How does he?
I'm not gonna lie. He brought it back.
What do you mean?
Not used, but used.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like to
her wrath
to tear down the corporate white people. I don't know, but I'm not gonna lie. It was a pretty good speech. I didn't know what the fuck it meant, but yeah, let's listen to a little bit of it.
I want to talk to you about this thing that is happening in this country, and I want you to pay attention to it. Don't miss this. They are removing our books from libraries. They are removing our stories and our history. They are removing our names from government buildings. It's as if someone wants to erase our footprints. Because what we need to understand is that if our children don't know our history, they won't know our power. But the truth of the matter, it's impossible to erase our footprints because we left them on water. What I mean by that is, we were snatched from our homeland, brought across the ocean, and left footprints all the way to America.
Now, this wasn't the part that
this part came right after.
It came right after, but when he said that, I was like,
that's a bad one.
I was like, come on, Tyler.
That's a bad one.
Come on, Tyler.
What he means is true. But I think he could have picked a better analogy. Like wet footprints.
Wet footprints.
The fuck are you talking
about?
Wait,
so underneath the boat, which is a little legs.
I feel like he just created a new racial slur for us. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like niggas can use that again.
Yeah.
Like, you wet foot.
Yeah.
But
you sea urchin. Something.
Yeah.
But regardless, despite the couple little dumbass lines he said, it was a pretty good speech.
Pretty good speech
And
overall.
it came in. And I'm just trying to give Tyler some credit before we shit on the movie.
Oh, the movie was very bad, dog. Like,
it was like
his main thing, like his main bag, when he busts out his pen, he gets the little ink. He looks at the men's weekly calendar that he has, a nigga with a wrench, like it's July, gets his inspiration.
Oh,
then he starts to write. Then he starts to write.
Fuck you, Nick.
He always abuses a black woman.
I was gonna say that.
And it's like,
yeah,
that's always been the critique. And it like there was a point in time where I guess it was like you could say he's debatable, not really debatable, but there was like causality for artistic expression.
Yeah,
Straw was the straw that broke the camel's back, though, because that movie was not even real. It was like, I get that, like, okay,
can I say something?
Being a single black woman with a kid is hard, especially if your main job is being a cashier at some mom and pop fucking shop in downtown, whatever hood, just miscellaneous hood.
That's what she was doing?
She worked at a Boy Juniors, my nigga.
Okay.
And so, but her boss was like irrationally an asshole. Like, it was unrealistic. This felt like a student film. Like, it genuinely felt like a student film. The way it was written, how one-dimensional everybody was. Like, the nigga, like, there was a scene, right? Like, she was late for work. He was like, damn it, bitch, you're late again. I fucking hate your guts.
Ain't no way.
I swear to God, dog, this is the style of movie. This is the style of movie we was watching, though. It's like, bitch, I hate your fuck. You exist for no reason.
Can you
so
honestly,
she starts, no, I'm dead ass, dog. So she starts working, right? The fucking customers are assholes too. They're like, this one lady and this dude, they come up, ghetto as fuck. She's like, here's my wig, bitch. And she gives her the wig, and Taraji P. Henson, she was like, you can't get this kind of cheese on this wig. And she was like, The girl was like, bitch, they let us do this here all the time. Why you tripping for? Woo. And the dude was like, bro, just scan the shit, bitch. And she was like, but like, we're really just not allowed to scan it. Like, my boss already hates me if I start hooking niggas up.
Yeah.
He will fucking kill me.
Yeah.
And then she's like, man, the nigga picks up a box of cereal, he throws it at her. I broke that. Bitch. He picks up a box of fucking Great Value Fruity Loops, throws it at her. She's like, my fucking life sucks. And then
Fruity Loops getting her shirts and shit.
She's like, oh fuck,
I gotta.
They itch. They got the poor people die.
Yeah.
And so she gets a fucking, right after that, she gets a phone call that's like, yo, hey dog, you need to come get your daughter. She tripping.
Nigga, I thought it was about to be the doctor. You got cancer now. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, that's the third act. Nigga, she was fucking, she was like, yo, you gotta come get your daughter. She fucking in here tripping and shit. She was like, oh fuck, I can't. So she goes to her boss. They go in the back. She's like, yeah, I got a call from the school. Like, I gotta go. It's an emergency. I gotta go get my kid. He was like, bitch, you gonna come late and then you gonna ask me for 30 minutes more to go do extracurricular shit? So I hate your fucking guts. And so he eventually was like, yo, you got 30 minutes. Like there and back in 30 minutes. She was like, that's not enough time. He was like, I don't give a fuck. He literally said that shit. She goes, she takes 2 hours because like she gets into a car. Yo, so much shit happens, dog. She gets into a car on the way back from the school.
Yeah.
She gets into a car accident. Not even like a real one. Like somebody cuts her off, right? It was this racist white dude. He cuts her off in traffic and he was like, oh, this fucking black bitch. So he's like, I'm not having this. He steps on the gas. He starts following her. He chases her. He bumps her in the middle of a car, gets her on the side, tries to snipe her off the road, right? They wreck. They get out the car. She's like, oh shit, I'm so fucking sorry. I don't know what I was doing. He was like, you bitch. And then she started going. She was like, well, I mean, you're kind of in the wrong here. Another cop pulls up. A cop pulls up. They get out. The lady cop just starts treating her bad like it's her fault. And so she's like, no, ma'am. Like, I mean, really, he was road raging and shit. He was like, he took off his rain jacket. They got on a cop uniform. He was like, bitch, I'm a cop too. License and registration. I was like, yo, this bitch can't catch a break. Everybody in the movie, nobody liked her. Nobody liked her. This all leads her to rob a bank.
I was about to say, did you hate white people after this? Did it do its job?
I hated Tyler Perry.
Okay.
Because it's like,
well,
these weren't real white. I get.
I was just about
they're racist people.
When you first started it, I wanted to ask you, what is the difference between this and Get Out or any other like?
Get Out was good, and it was Afro surrealism, which is different. Tyler Perry didn't say that this was a magical world, and he should have, because then this shit would have been believable. There's no way that like she had a hex on her, dog. Everybody.
Wait, and she robbed a bank?
Yeah, she robbed the bank in there because she was just like, and you know what was fucked up?
What?
It's like Tyler Perry didn't even fully commit to her robbing the bank. This is what happens, right? She survives all that.
Yeah.
Eventually gets to the bank.
Okay.
Because her kid, the reason she had to go to the school was because her kid didn't have no fucking lunch money.
What?
The kid didn't have no fucking lunch money in the account, so she had to go do a bunch of running around because, you know, she didn't want her kid to be embarrassed and be the only kid starving at lunch. Nigga, that's kind of fucked up. And so she was going around. She wanted to get her check from her angry ass boss.
Yeah.
And he was like, she went into the room. This is where the fucking shit escalates. She went into the room, right? She was like, I'm back. I know I'm 2 hours late, but boss, please, I need my fucking check. Like, oh, she was also getting evicted. Forgot to mention that. There's so much turmoil.
Well, I
and like they
that.
had the whole scene where like she was outside, it was raining, her stuff was getting wet. She was like, no!
She got a leak in her living room.
Thunderstruck. And it's just like, God damn it, Tyler Perry.
What happened with that? Was he like, oh, so you need your check, huh?
Her landlord was an asshole. There was like she didn't have the rent on time and shit, but you know, there's like, she's a single black mom. There's not really much she could do about that shit. And so she just evicted her and threw all the shit out. But all in all, right, all in all, she is asking her manager for the check. As she's doing that, two niggas walk in and they fucking rob the place. Like, they literally.
They robbed the place?
They robbed the place, right?
Nigga, what?
They robbed the place.
Crazy. Yo, Tyler Perry
has fever dreams. And he gets budgets for them shits to get made.
Well, that's my thing with Tyler Perry is like, man, part of me feels like we need that. Like we need a Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
But
how many Tyler Perrys? How many times do we need him to do it?
But
because I feel like this was just the worst. This was some of his worst work in terms of like the trope that makes him bad. And we are at that later stretch in the episode, so we do got to wrap this shit up.
Yeah.
Long story short.
Yeah.
As she's trying to get a check, they're getting robbed. So the nigga come in, he like, hey, bitch, give me your money, that check too. She don't want to do it. He drops the gun. She eventually gets the gun, right? She shoots the nigga. She shoots one of the niggas that's robbing the place. One of them leaves, and then she shoots her boss, the asshole. That's her second body, right? So she goes to the bank. She's not even trying to rob the bank. She just wants to get her check cash. It's like $500. She's just like, y'all just want this check cash. It's covered in blood. Don't ask any questions. She didn't have her ID. The bank was like, we can't cash checks without ID.
But you don't need an ID.
Well, this is a bank that hates black women. So you need whatever she doesn't have.
No, you can't type in your social security number.
You need whatever she doesn't have. Well, you got a fucking credit union. That's different. You privileged. But she's like, fuck. I can't do this no more. She takes out the gun. She puts it on the table. Everybody's like, they all duck your shit. They're like, oh, whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah.
This bitch tripping. And she proceeds to rob the bank, but she's not really robbing the bank. Like, she just wants to get her $500. The bank teller is anxious as shit like Lauren's dog. So she's trying to give her like thousands and thousands of dollars. She's like, here, just take it all. Just don't shoot me. She's like, fuck, just take it all. And she's like, no, I just want $531.68. Exactly. Just so she just want her fair share. And so Tiana Taylor's a cop.
Oh my god.
This movie's all over the place, dog.
Oh my god.
Well, I'm gonna end it there. Tiana Taylor's a cop.
That's boom. End scene.
That's all you need to know.
Roll the credits, nigga. But
shit is over.
Wow. Shout out.
It was worse than Precious in a lot of ways.
I know
Precious, my fault. Precious, her turmoil hit harder. Like, stepfather grape, babies, illiterate, autistic babies.
That's real.
But her shit was like, that's heavy. What was happening to Raji was heavy too, but it was really just about the synchronicity of it all. It was just, this was one day, my nigga. This is one day.
Damn, man. I don't know if you think Tyler Perry loves white people?
Nope. I don't think so.
But you don't think he hates black women either?
I think that he found a formula that worked. I think that, because certain
are white people watching
all the real audiences, like when you have a real consistent audience, you tapped into something that they feel inside. You tapped into something that they feel inside.
So what do you feel
when I watch Tyler Perry? Uneasy.
Uneasy. Nigga said uneasy. You don't feel like you should
feel
protect?
Like I spilled my orange juice.
Yeah,
confused. I don't feel like this. I don't feel like money.
Nigga, you shouldn't feel like money.
I don't feel like money.
Please get that weak ass Pedialyte and the 23% sugar.
Let me get a proper spread on this shit. I feel like Larry June.
Nigga, you ain't no fucking Larry June. Nigga, you look ridiculous, nigga.
Beautiful.
You look like
I look like I won this.
You look like a water boy. Yeah, you like.
I'm like, yeah.
Or you watch cars outside.
I answered the question right.
You watch cars outside of gas stations.
But
so Tyler Perry did his thing again, and shout out to Tyler Perry. But somebody, you can't tell him anything, right? Because like you said, he has a formula.
He got his money right.
He's religiously known for not listening to people. What was that story that came out? He was like, yeah, Tyler Perry fired all the writers because they didn't know what the fuck they were doing. They were trying to write, just these amazing stories about black women, maybe some princesses, maybe a black Kill Bill. But he was like, yo, fuck that.
Yeah, there's not enough suffering.
Trauma.
We got to hurt these feelings.
So, I guess Tyler Perry did his job. I just want to know the demographic of who's watching this. Like, if all white people are watching this, then bravo to them.
Yeah.
Because I need to start watching, I need to rewatch.
Pain.
I need to rewatch Carrie. You seen Carrie?
Yeah, the movie where she got bullied and had superpowers.
Yeah, she had superpowers, started killing only white people.
Yeah.
Because only white
That's
people.
all they went to school.
Only white people were allowed to go to the prom back in the 80s and shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But it is that part of the show.
It is time.
Granted, actually, we don't even. Yeah, fuck it. It's that part of the show, man. Hashtag #LOI. Y'all already know what's about to happen. We're about to answer your question. Hashtag YLOI and your question right beside it. We will answer it. And you can even DM us, LOI the show. We'll answer it from the DM. Just, make sure you put hashtag YLOI because we'll be like, what the fuck is this nigga DMing us?
Yep. But first up, we got Leak in the DMs. We're going to see what the fuck he's on about. I'm
going to go to the channel, too.
Hashtag YLOI. Who gets to say who can talk?
Hashtag YLOI. Shout out to the gang. It's been a minute. I've been catching y'all on the live. I don't know why my office hours ain't been covered. Hey, that's a whole nother shit. I want to know why. I just seen the video y'all react on Tone. He picked this fucking topic out, I'm assuming. He's the only one still got the video. Dom snapping on the commenters. Now, Dom talking about niggas need to shut the fuck up, be quiet, yada yada. Sometimes niggas are... What is niggas talking about, bro? As far as I understand, Dom probably is another nigga that was just talking shit on the internet before he started making content too, right? A nigga like Joe Budden or probably even Rory and Mal with them, if he said something about them that they didn't like, he would tell him, shut the fuck up. Some niggas don't need to be on that internet. So I don't understand if, and I'm pretty sure his Patreon is booming. He probably got a membership on YouTube as well. If one of his sources of income is stands, a bunch of lame ass loser niggas is gonna pay for niggas on the internet to listen.
Let me see if this is part 2. AJ Wi-Fi ass.
No, I'm saying if one of his sources of income is people on the internet who need to go touch grass, stands, all these other people, then you want to talk shit about them and tell them they shouldn't say nothing. I'm just mad confused on how you want this cycle of economics to work. You're gonna get stands on your page. They're gonna pay for your shit. Some of them stands they're gonna stand for somebody else. Like that's just kind of cycle. So I don't understand why niggas can't leave comments that you may not like, or you just gonna snap because niggas assume you a Drake fan and that's why you said this. Now I've been on Dom's live and the nigga got mad at me because I said, why can't regular niggas talk about how regular women talk about? Because he said Quintana wasn't like that, or she just didn't look, but he didn't want to talk about her looks. So I'm like, nigga, why not? Why the fuck we can't talk about her? She don't look like that. She's not like that. So he was kind of I feel like he was being PC towards me on that. I was just joking. And then this nigga's getting mad because niggas call him a Drake fan. He gonna kill him. What we talking about? I'm gonna fuck about you from Philly and all this other shit. What the fuck that mean? Like I was saying.
Is this part 3?
Yeah. Are you sure? Yeah. Or is he just wearing the same no shirt?
Yeah, nah, he's definitely not changing in between these.
God, dang, ain't you connected?
Kind of just over here to snapping, but I just don't understand how creators who probably get like, I don't even want to put a number on it, but just small time creators. You know what a small time creator is. The niggas is not up there. They're not getting sponsored by this other shit. It may be successful. I'm still gonna say niggas successful because niggas is doing shit I'm not doing. At the same time, you want small time commenters when you know there's big time niggas that was small time you. I don't understand. I don't understand that. So like people who shouldn't be on the internet talking, I would say a nigga like Vaughn, niggas, the fucking Julian, them niggas don't need a podcast. Some of these niggas don't need a Ray Daniels. I don't think that nigga needs a mic. Some people don't need to talk. So what we talking about? Who gets to say who is talking? Who gets to say who needs to be on? What are the qualifications for being able to speak on the internet? What are the standards? What is that? Like, what is that? Shout out to Lauren. Never know. Coming soon, right? Coming soon. And shout out to Jason. Some people say Jason don't need to have a voice on the fucking podcast. Some people say Parks don't. Hey, shout out Wild.
So here's my thing, right? And, Leak, I get what you're saying. All right. Here's the thing. Specifically with Dom.
But say you better make a brilliant point, nigga.
Nah, it's like this fucking hat. It's like
so you was setting the fuck out of this.
And
shit.
I was kind of uncomfortable because this dumbass hat is hard to wear these headphones. But I had to
the bit.
I had, it's not a bit, it's a look. It's fashion.
Yeah.
Dom is crazy. Dom is crazy.
You're just saying that because you disagree on Trump.
No, I'm not saying that. And it's not really a disagreement, and he made a faulty argument. But
see? You disagree on Trump.
He
made an argument.
Dom is faulty. Dom is a little crazy, and that just has to be accepted. But in terms of like your overall question of like who gets to talk, and I not to like skip over Dom, is like, you know, him. Dom has strong opinions, and it's like he's very expressive of those opinions. But I don't think he's like PC or anything, like, especially because he's kind of like us, where, you know, if he's going off at it alone, nobody's there to stop him. It's like he's gonna just go into that bit because sometimes it's funny. It's very funny.
Well, yeah.
And it's not like. I mean, it's not personal. And, you know, to what you were doing, Leak, you shouldn't want to talk about Quitina Brunson.
Dom.
Don't talk about that bit.
Dom is very expressive in his opinion. But I don't think it's necessarily his opinion that's fucking people up. And especially with what Leak is talking about, because he's saying, Leak's whole point is that, like, okay, who is allowed to have an opinion, right? I think that what's really happening with that situation is just kind of getting blown over proportion. Like, Dom goes back and forth with Twitter niggas all the time. And it's not even like necessarily like, yo, y'all niggas are stupid, I hate y'all niggas. It's like real conversations. Like, niggas be talking. And so it's not necessarily that like he has a problem with random opinions, but that shit in particular triggered him. Yeah. And it's like no matter how much logic and talking points niggas have and research that has been done, there is a certain point to where you just get pissed off. Yeah. And it's like that one comment fucks with you. Because you gotta understand, right?
Drake and
you
Kendrick.
know how many times a nigga has heard that for it to get to the point where like that's a trigger word?
Where that one point becomes a y'all point.
Because it's like I do my best from Dom's perspective, right? I do my best to like research things. Yeah. You know, read shits. Yeah. And then draw conclusions. Yeah. As opposed to a nigga who can just dismantle your whole argument with like, this nigga favorite artist is Drake.
Exactly.
That's gotta be frustrating. Yeah. Like, think about that shit, Leak. Yeah. Like, you can niggas can make a whole video essay about a topic they thought hard about, right or wrong. Yeah. They thought hard and they researched the shit, and that shit can just be dismantled with a nigga that's like, yo, you gay.
Marginalize your whole video.
Like, whoa, this nigga won now. Like, it's fucking over.
Marginalize, minimize, all of it.
And so yeah. I think that what he said was just out of frustration of a particular kind of nigga that comments. Not comments in general and motherfuckers having their opinion, but you know, hey, everybody has a blind spot. Like, at a certain point, niggas get hurt.
And Dom,
we've all been pissed before.
And Dom is expressive as shit. Like, you just have to accept it, man.
Yeah. And plus, like, I think it was beautiful art. I think his response was fucking amazing.
I thought it was,
I thought it was just like in terms of the theatrics.
Yeah, theatrics.
And the commitments.
Yes.
The K-Fab.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I love this shit.
We hurt people.
I love this shit.
We hurt people.
But Leak also got a little offended at the nigga when they was on live. Apparently Leak was on his live and he said something about, yo, the bitch ain't bad. Well, I don't know what you said, Leak. But you caught Dom when he was in like that mode. He was like, nigga, sexual objectification.
We protecting black women right now, nigga.
Doing, nigga.
What the fuck is wrong with you, yo?
Focus. You wasn't trying to protect black women, nigga.
Exactly.
But nah, I don't think Don believes that. I don't think Don believes that.
Nah, man, you could talk about these bitches, man. You just gotta talk to him again about it.
Yeah.
And like, he'll be cool, man.
I'm about to say, you can't watch Old Potty Mouth because he scraped that shit off the internet, but you know, Dom is not above objectification.
For sure.
Come on.
For sure. Degradation, all of it.
I think he still do it.
Yeah.
It's all very shit.
Exactly.
Be on the phone with E4 like, nigga, that bitch
it's in the dark.
That bitch ain't. That John.
It's in the dark.
That John ain't good money. But
was that the only audio?
Yeah, let's see. Because I think we just listened to all three of Leak shit. So
I don't think Nutso has one.
I'm checking the DM now. Are you in the YouTube comments?
Yeah, I got the YouTube comment. All
right, we just start reading those because Lauren is gone. He fucking clocked the fuck out.
Well, damn. I thought Nutso was gonna leave him. Shout out to Nutso. Navy Avteva. # Wild LOI. I'm putting this as a Wild LOI, but this is gonna be my criticism / 1 year review of me watching this podcast.
Oh, shit.
I really respect y'all brothers for being on y'all grind, especially being in the same age range and in similar fields. Quote, theater for me, but the gift of gab, essentially. I really like y'all brotherly bond with each other And it is really good to see young black men who have similar goals in life, helping each other, working together. However, there is one thing in all of audio media that makes it unlistenable and frustrating to stay engaged, and that is talking on top of each other. I respect y'all brothers, so I gotta be real with y'all. Y'all cannot stick to topic to save y'all life without AJ. I love both pods, but there's a difference in quality. Y'all keep interrupting each other and then forget what the point was 5 minutes later. That's because one of y'all got to try out some of your comedy material. I get it, y'all high. Not gonna lie, me too. And there is no doubt that both of y'all are hilarious, but you don't got to do it in the middle of each other's talking points. At best, the joke is funny, but y'all forget what y'all was saying right away. At worst, the joke falls flat, and now the other mic has to try to come up with a better joke, and then drops the point they were originally trying to make. It's annoying as a listener, especially when the joke wasn't as funny or as entertaining as the actual topic y'all was on. Y'all are entertaining, and I love y'all podcast just as much as I love Homeroom. I just typed this to give y'all some constructive criticism and feedback from someone who started watching around this time last year, and what things y'all should think on improving in. Yeah, I need to improve on my liberation. I want to see y'all at the top, so keep up the great work.
I feel like that was AJ.
Woo.
I think AJ Ghost commented that shit.
That's funny.
Nah, it was a different guy named Tay or Teva. Yo, shout out to you. Listening for 1 year. You're a baby in terms of
no, that's not a baby.
He's a baby. He's a little baby.
In terms of well, don't do that.
I appreciate you, nigga.
See, what he's doing is he's trying to put his ego back on top.
Teva, I will save you. I'll save you, boy. I'll save you.
This is exactly what's wrong with the show.
I'm fucking with him.
This is what's wrong with the show.
No, this is what's wrong with the show. Nah, that's what's wrong with the show.
Nah, this is what's wrong. You're talking while I'm talking, dog. You are ruining this shit.
Now, while you are right.
You are doing it.
I was about to
Go
stop.
ahead,
Shut
nigga.
up, nigga. Stop.
You fucking this
Yo,
up.
be for real. Be for real. While you are right in some instances, the way we communicate is just a little bit different.
Read that comment, Lauren, so you know what's happening.
Yeah, so you know what's happening.
I got you.
It's a little long, though.
The way we communicate is definitely different. It's definitely sporadic. And a lot of times, right, and it's probably to our fault, we don't realize what's important to y'all. We're just trying to have a good time. You know what I'm saying?
Wasn't to speak for yourself.
So it speak for me.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's like, and I have no problem going back to the point. A lot of times you fucking change the point, nigga. Okay. I got you on a roll.
Go ahead and scapegoat.
Yeah.
Go ahead and scapegoat. Yeah.
I'm doing everything.
Go ahead and scapegoat.
But nah, for real though,
I like that.
I definitely get what he's saying. But in terms of can't stick to a topic without AJ, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I think we can. I think we do pretty good, especially.
Lauren's shaking his head like he wrote this shit.
I did not, but I agree.
But you agree we can't stick to a topic.
Yeah.
What does it mean to stick to a topic, really? Like,
to have a...
I get that, all right, we're not talking about the same thing for the whole time. Like, we might eventually pivot on to something funnier. But that's bad.
No, make sure it's...
That's bad. I thought they liked that shit.
Make sure it still ties back to what we're talking about in general, and then have a point at the end that we're closing out with.
Like, how many times do you think we did that today?
I mean, we've talked about different things, but throughout that, and it was still a good episode, but throughout that, there was no like, we don't tie up each topic to say that, all right, we're done with this, let's move on to the next thing. We just say, let's move on to the next thing. You gotta, put a button on things at certain points, intro things, put a button on them. But that alone, if you do that alone more often, then that would just signify like we have a direction we're going.
Trying to change.
So we've been asked for this long, and y'all are just not saying something.
No, we've always talked about this.
But that's also like, not to. That's a certain type of formula of podcasting, right? Like the whole like Joe Budden, like, hey, let's bring this up and let's do that.
Well, that's always been your critique, your retort. That's always been your retort.
But we also have like, if we bring up a topic, right? We might divvy into something else that we might bring up a whole nother hypothetical because of a point, but the point still stands like that conversation isn't lost.
Like but they're saying that there's times where it does get lost.
Yeah.
Which I agree that definitely does happen. And
like you'll go down
I feel
a
like
joke
we've
path.
been
a rabbit hole.
We'll go down the joke path, and that kind of that is the show to a certain extent. But I guess at the same time, if it's not coming back full circle, then
y'all got to
we
give
didn't take them
yourselves.
for a journey.
Y'all got to.
We just kind of left a loose string hanging.
Y'all got to give yourselves more credit for like the topic and the conversation you're having on the topic. Like as a listener, when you're listening to a conversation on the topic, you want to see how this is being fleshed out as well. Like, yeah, they're here to laugh because you make those topics funny, but like they want to hear what your thought is on that topic and have that being fleshed out. And as you're going through that path, and they're like, "Damn, this nigga really saying something," you go off a beaten path with a joke and just start joking about something that has nothing to do with it, and it's like just one-upping each other the whole way. You lose where it's like, "Damn, I thought you was going somewhere."
What's the ratio though? Because I feel like I don't know. I think in our last couple episodes, and like, don't get it wrong. Like this criticism, I'm taking it. Like, okay, this is somebody who's watched the
Definitely
show
some truth in it.
for a year. It doesn't come from a place of like, yo, I just want to bully these niggas. Let me just start talking shit.
He's saying constructive criticism.
It's constructive
and
criticism.
he's definitely a listener.
Because he's listened enough to know that this is what's happening. And I agree. But I do wonder what the ratio is. Because I feel like if anything, there's a lot, we've gotten into a lot of like, okay, we're on the same topic for too long. Like we're arguing it to death.
Yeah.
And it's like there is no clear, like somebody's gonna change their fucking mind.
Exactly.
So we just end up spinning in a circle.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
But we have the leader here, so
you hear that shit, Lauren?
We're definitely gonna stay.
Like there's times where we stay on some shit for too long.
Yeah.
Because we're just arguing about it. And it's not really coming full circle.
For sure.
And we gotta, know when to get out of that shit.
That's a fact.
And that's what I'm saying. What is the ratio?
I actually have something I was doing today on screen that I was thinking about. But anyway, I'll tell you afterwards.
All right.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, the ratio, I mean, there's sometimes full episodes where not one topic was stuck to throughout the whole time. I've felt that way before. But like there's a natural raw the problem is there's a natural raw talent and like ability to entertain that's just there at a base level that is always going to attract a certain level of viewership. But to take things to the next level, you have to start introducing new things like that, where it's like, let's really button up this topic. Let's really figure out how to contain this piece in this. Let's really have a thought fully fleshed out to where it's like, hey, I have this idea about this thing, but how much farther can I take this idea, and let's build on that skill, because that's a skill as well. The more you open up your mind, the more you're able to build on that skill and keep flushing out your point to the point of like, I really have a concept here that I want to present. You know what I'm saying? And then once you present that concept, you can discuss said concept, but then you still put a button on it at the end of this, like, hey, what's the moral of the story? However that is, but you verbally state that thing, and then you move to the next thing, and you now have a much more segmented topic-based show.
I hear that.
That's still super entertaining.
That.
I'm just saying.
I accept that.
Yeah.
But they're not saying that we don't do that at all, right?
No, but there are episodes where you don't, like at all, within a full episode. But then there are also episodes where it's good. I mean, I think there was a lot of switching to topics here. There was moments here, though, where topics were forgotten. There was a topic that was completely forgotten that we moved on from. That's happened. That happened today.
Yeah, it really just depends on the gravity.
But you win the game in the margins. Like,
Exactly.
the shows out there that are doing really well don't have that at all. Not once. You know what I'm saying? So you do have to win the game in the margins. When you play at a high level, there's going to be, basketball. The nigga can see that small little quick step that you take that step back and the nigga blows by you.
You right, Lauren.
Yeah, Lauren, you're fucking right.
Did you hear about the quick step?
Yeah. And you can't argue against the quick step. It's gone. Yep.
Yeah.
Nigga, you suck. Why you been fucking... you been ruining our pod.
Nigga, you been holding me down.
You been holding us back, nigga.
You've been the light anchor. I just need to get like...
You don't be having
I need to have
nothing
5 more pounds so I can lift you up easier. Because you're only 90 pounds.
I think it's crazy.
Oh,
So I could just...
What's this had to do with anything?
Because, I'm not holding you, holding me down.
How much shit did you put in this note?
I don't think that matters.
He don't even know. He's about to divide the show.
I don't think that matters.
You just ruined our chemistry. How much shit did you put in the note to talk about
What
this
about
week?
last week?
I didn't ask you about last week.
Last week.
What'd you do this week?
Hey,
Hey.
A lot. They saw it a lot.
Nah, nigga. You ain't put a single link in this fucking note.
Great points.
I shouldn't have even shared it. I should have just sent it along.
I had great points.
Nigga, fuck out off of my subjects, nigga.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Somebody's got to work here.
Brother.
I ain't dapping you up, nigga. You're ruining the show.
Look, what's more important is y'all keep commenting down these criticisms and these hashtags. Yo, you're talking over me. He just said that.
Hey, I'm ruining the show too.
And these hashtag #WildLOIs, guys, we fucking need it. By the way, new things are dropping. We're not going to keep talking about it. Clips are about to be dropping. We've been streaming. We're probably going to switch to YouTube. Maybe. Our first time.
Yeah, we're switching to YouTube.
Our first time on YouTube was pretty good.
And if you don't like subjects getting switched, don't watch that.
Oh my God.
Don't watch that shit.
We talk about a lot of nothing, which y'all need, because that's all content right now. It's a bunch of bullshit. And we have so much bullshit to give y'all. So please tap in. LOI the show. All the bad bitches. All the real niggas. Comment down below your hashtag #WildLOIs. All the MILFs. You know what I mean? All the older women. What was that?
Them hoes in the pretty girls video.
Yeah. You remember that one older woman who was like, I love y'all. Like, can I get a picture?
Yeah.
Who was that?
A super fan.
Yeah, nah. All the women like that y'all don't even know, but y'all could just feel it.
Yeah.
Comment down below.
What if she was who wrote this long ass comment?
Nigga.
She's like, I met y'all niggas in downtown Raleigh. You know, I just really think y'all superstars.
I'm the thick mama with the voluptuous titties and shit.
Chocolate milk.
Hell yeah. The kind we all like. Comment down below your hashtag #WildLOIs, LOI the show, LOI the channel for the streams. That is LOI the channel. Again, big shout out to Rasta and his herbal tea. Next week, I'm gonna
his fish.
And yes, his fish and
cornbread.
Did you already do the one from the DM?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, and next week I will be having the herbal tea so that y'all can see it, and we will find a better way of pulling it up because I think it's a website. But yeah, go to our IG for that. Great tea. Yeah. Jay Noblez.
Groove.
White man on the boards.
Yep.
AJ in the building. Yo. Nothing. Yep. We're out. Goodbye. Get the fuck out.